Welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around and play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence. A special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. A special greetings and salutations to you, friend. We all hope that you enjoy your first taste of this current adventuring party, still unnamed, but working on that very thing. We, before we begin, have a few things that we want to let you know about, specifically pertaining to if you do in fact enjoy this group of friends playing games. The first thing, if you are not already doing so and you like watching these kinds of games live, you can go on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where that's right, you can watch this game played live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can chat with us, you can interact with us, and you know what, honestly, you can even ask us random questions about things. That's right, we got an awesome community, small community, but awesome community here that you can be a part of. And let all of you people know, you guys can all sit around and ask us a bunch of questions. We also do a bunch of stuff during the week, so you have plenty of content there live to come out and hang with us. If you miss an episode, or if you want to catch up on previous episodes, or the entirety of Campaign 1, or anything else that we do, you can go on over to YouTube, search Dicefunctional, where you can be one of our first 100 subscribers. You can help us get a custom URL, and while you're doing so, you can sit there and check out all of the content we have, which is not only our D&D stuff. Well, there's also some one-shots. There's a previous campaign. There is a bunch of art content, game content, and a bunch of other stuff to come. So there's a whole lot for you there. If you don't like watching things, if you prefer to listen to things, if you're in a place where you can't watch things because your boss is going to write you up for some sort of bullshit, you can go to your favorite podcasting platform. You can type in Dicefunctional, where we have an entire podcast feed that you can listen to while you're pretending to contribute to society. Because we all know that's not what any of us is really there for. Or, you know what, if you're doing something creative, you can listen to us and, you know, we can help inspire you maybe. I don't know. You do whatever you want with it. It's there for you. If you want more information on the things that we are doing, social media at Dicefunctional with an underscore at the end is the best place to interact with us, to see what we are doing, and to find all of our other socials. If you want more information about the players or on the characters, either of this campaign or a previous campaign, you can search Dicefunctional in whatever it is that you use for searching things, where we have an amazing website where you can get all of that information. A special thank you as we sit for all of you who have been hanging out with us and spreading the word. We just recently hit 200 followers on Twitch, and we are at 50 subscribers on YouTube. It's pretty damn cool. Thank you, all of you who have been spreading the word. Thank you for all of you who have joined us for this journey so far. We're really excited to see that. It's not all about numbers, but to see so many of you here, it's a really fucking cool thing. Thank you from all of us here. But enough of that sappy shit. We got some D&D to play. Connor, take it away!
Where we last left our group of malicious miscreants, you all had just done the exact opposite of what your name suggests. You had just turned in a bunch of bandits for a good chunk of change. You guys wound up walking away with about 848 gold, as well as some new information on some of the goings-ons amongst your respective issues, namely the issue involving Kaz, the party's rogue, and her uncle Don, who had been arrested for a theft in the mansion of one Maya Reyes, the ex, or maybe girlfriend, of Asher Irons. You all had also run across a few other folks. You had a nice conversation with a man by the name of Terry Rossi, a scientist and fellow artificer, as well as had stumbled into an individual by the name of Hadrian Devereaux, a wandering carpenter who was leaving the city of Giron to make his way over to Elbadil for his own business. He seemed to be a fairly quiet individual, but was still grateful to you guys allowing him to stay with you for a little bit. creating a nice new wooden mask for Rot to wear. But that was a few days ago at this point, and right now you have more pressing issues. Namely, you guys have all decided that maybe getting back to the folks over in the estate would be a good idea. Possibly there's some information that you guys missed, or more to be revealed back over there. You're not sure, but namely, there's also the theft. Oh, hello, Phantom. That you guys... Deanie?
I'm fucking with you. You got it right the first
Okay,
time.
fuck off.
It's easy to do. You get it backwards a lot.
Yeah, I do. I get it back a lot. Sorry. My camera's going to look weird for a second. There we go. You guys were planning on making your way back over to the Reyes estate, but you still had a few other things you wanted to do before heading over. And where we last left off, you guys were planning on selling corpses to a scientific community.
Damn right.
Okay. So, my first question, Jace,
Yes.
where are the corpses?
They're in Asher's lab.
Okay.
They're just on the table.
We have a bag of holding.
True, we could have put them in there, but should we put them in there now?
Did
I
you
mean,
at
actually-
least refrigerate it?
It is not like we are going that far with them.
Yeah, okay, but Asher, I want you to look me in the eye as I say this.
Wait.
The optics of carrying corpses directly into the school.
Mhm.
Not good.
Why is that?
Asher, I have a question.
Wait.
Do you know how most of these places come across their bodies?
Very illegally.
Uh-huh.
We are doing so in a legal way.
Not technically.
No, technically we were given permission to do what we will with the bodies.
How we faked.
It was not fake. We're giving to them for the reason that was stated. There are
Put
just
them in the
additional reasons why I am doing so.
Asher,
Wait.
Asher, for the sake of my blood pressure, just put them in the bag.
Do you need to
before
create a
bring them
medicine
in.
for this blood pressure?
No, because my blood pressure was fine until I met you.
I see where the problem lies.
Damn.
You need to drink more. I am told that lowers one's blood pressure, relieves some stress. You should not be so stressed. Things are
There's
fine.
just gonna look at Granny and go, this gets worse the longer.
She just holds up her canteen like.
She'll take it.
I agree, random street cat.
Hello.
There is no reason to be so stressed. Go pet a cat. They're actually
You
very
go
friendly.
pet a cat.
I'm going to make a cat.
Well, we'll
What?
get back to that later.
Wait,
Into a cat.
You can turn into a cat.
that is fantastic. You can turn into a cat, and Darius can pet you. She will relieve all of her stress.
Feels weird.
I mean, if you want.
There's something that feels implicitly wrong about petting a person that's been changed into an animal.
I am not following. Use whatever logic you need to. What I am more concerned about is giving a good presentation of these bodies. They don't seem to be mangled all that much in the bag of holding. We could put them in there. Make it for easy transportation.
What? Why were you arguing with us if that's the best solution?
I was not arguing. I was just saying you need to relieve a bit of stress. You're worried about this being illegal. It is not illegal. We were given permission.
Why don't we just deliver the bodies before they stink up the cart anymore? And Darius, why don't you and I and Kaz go shop for incense? Let's go.
We stop at the apothecary as well.
Yes.
Cool.
We'll
Asher, give me
go on a
money.
little shopping trip.
How much is
Are you a
it
drink?
that you need?
much do you guys want to take with us?
But actually, while you are out, we have these gemstones and some artistic objects. Would you be able to get those sold for a bit of gold?
Yeah, I should
We
have
could, we could take him to the flowing amethyst.
It would
Or
be the best use of time. In fact, for what you could get for them, you could all just hang on to the gold.
What kind of gems are they?
The gems in question. Give me just a moment. I was just looking at this. Lapis
guys-
lazuli, obsidian, azurite, hematite. There is also a bloodstone, a moonstone, onyx, zircon, Staros quartz, and carnelian. This is very hard to say in my accent.
That's. I at some point, not now, but like in the future, I need diamonds. I think is what I need at some point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really expensive ones. They have to like look really nice and pretty, and shiny.
You know, I'm just gonna assume it's for magic, and we'll move on.
It is.
Okay,
Just tell me how much I should pay for a diamond, and we'll keep an eye out.
But it's probably a good thing to bring Kaz with us, because I'm gonna be real honest, I could not tell you how much this is worth. She holds up one of the gems, but something tells me the person with sticky fingers can.
And we'll help you get your little monkey back.
Oh, right, Ruben. I forgot.
Yeah, we need to get ends for you.
I was thinking in my head of like, why are we getting it? Oh, right. It's not actually here.
We'll have a little girls' night. We'll do the seance together.
As been living in peace for days. No stress. It's like, you want your monkey back? My what? Oh,
Oh god, Ruben! Also, we can't do seance yet. I don't get that spell until level at least 5.
Got that. In that
So
case,
you guys,
rest of you come with me. We have a fun time at the academy.
have been talking
We'll have an interesting
with each
vote.
other as you're making your way along in the direction of essentially one of the main roads that would result in a split off. And the calico that had meowed at you guys as you were talking amongst yourselves appears to be going in the exact same direction as you, Asher, and the rest of the people who are going with you.
Fact. We will take this new friend with us.
Where did this cat come from? Wait.
I do not know.
It was just wandering along the road, and it appears to be going in the same direction you're going. You can see that it does have a little blue bow, kind of like offset along the side.
Can I talk to the cat?
If you cast Speak with Animals.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Cast spell. Okay. I don't know why I did that.
Why did it roll that?
Oh, because
That's Thunderwave.
I clicked speak with
The
animals.
calico.
I yeet the cat.
You don't even have Thunderwave on my thing. I don't know how that happened.
Shout out to
That's
Foundry.
So weird. That's so weird. Okay. Anyway, I'll just.
Cat's dead
okay.
now.
Anyway, she's gonna see the
God,
cat and
we
she's
need
gonna
the
jump
times
off the cart and approach the cat after casting speak.
You
And-
cast Speak with Animals and you approach the cat.
Yes, that-
It keeps moving in the direction of the academy. Can't think of the word. Sorry.
Hi, kitty.
Hello.
Where are you going?
Back home.
Oh, where's home?
I live in the dorms
Oh, with who? Do you live with someone?
with my family.
Oh. Is it a family of cats?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
My name is Phantom.
Hi, Phantom. I didn't know cats lived at the dorms.
Many of us do.
So neat. Don't you want to be outside though?
No, I can go where I want to.
Oh, where were you going?
I was going around.
Did you find anything interesting?
No,
No?
but I wandered. And that was good
Okay.
enough.
Okay, well, have fun. I'm Fizzy, by the way. If you see me again, you can say hi. I'm nice and friendly.
Yes, nice to see you. Please don't cause any troubles in the dorms.
I'll try not to.
There they are. Sorry, I called them a calico. Tortoiseshell would probably be the proper term, a tortie.
I mean, a Twitty is a type of calico.
Okay,
So it's
so
still
I'm not
accurate.
entirely wrong.
More calico than Twitty,
Yeah, her orange is not as mixed in with her black as most Twitties are.
which is big white spots.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Not
She is
to.
not.
She's not pleased.
Okay. I'm gonna go back with my friends now. Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's gonna get up and walk away. Go back to the group. You know cats lived in the dorms?
This is not surprising.
Seen a cat. Well, I've only seen a couple cats, so I haven't seen many cats to be honest.
They're beautiful creatures, no?
They are very pretty. That one's very pretty.
Wait.
I think I'm gonna go with you to the academy.
All right. This sounds like a very good plan. Anybody else who wishes to come with me to the academy, you are more than welcome. Everyone else, you may stay with the cart. The cart will take you wherever it is you need to go, so that you may go there most expeditiously. Or expeditiously.
Rot's going to the academy. Look at him. Come on.
Correct. All right.
The two old people and the young whippersnapper are gonna go buy stuff.
Grandma shopping trip.
Shopping montage.
We have a MILF and a Gil.
Oh god.
The question is, which one is which, and who can Does
I mean, if you're going by ages, it's not the one you think.
I was gonna say Granny would probably be like, "Oh, I'm the gilf." Darius is the MILF, and Darius is like, "Oh, I'm the gilf." Granny is the MILF.
I may only have a 2-year-old, but I also have a lot more years on you.
Your skin doesn't match it, though.
Yeah.
I moisturize.
Which one of us looks it, huh?
Don't worry. The hard drug she's been taking recently to get extra health may catch her up.
We'll get you fixed up. We'll get you looking like a gilf in no time.
I hear if you...
I hear if you do
I was gonna
fantasy
say-
meth, it does weird things to the skin.
I hear if you take an injection of some old canned goods and just put it into your skin, it makes it all nice and tight.
Ew.
Or if you buy something called pink sauce, it'll also
Yeah.
do it.
Ah!
I got my hair cut
You want to
today.
go, and I'll give you a bottle.
I
But
told my
two-
hairdresser about the pink sauce today. By the way, it's
That was, if you guys couldn't tell, that was 2 references to Botox and botulism.
Mhm.
more
I mean, it's
related
either
than
that
you
or
think.
bats.
Yeah. So, Asher, along with the rest of the nerd group, which is, it's Asher, Rot, Fizzy, Tana, are you going with them, or are you going with the shopping crew?
Anna's probably going to be splitting off a bit because there's a place she wants to.
Okay, Tana's going on their own. I'll get to you later then. So,
Where it won't be like the last time.
No,
she
no, it's
went
okay.
off on her own.
well, you can't guarantee that. Asher, Rot, and Fizzy, you guys are making your way over towards La Mail Academy. You guys would see Phantom, the small torty cat, that was making their way in the same direction as you guys, begins to make their way in the direction of what looks to be a smaller, I would say, adjoining building to the rest of the Mail Academy. And you will see that kind of crowded around the very front of the building is a collection of several other cats. A bunch of them are kind of just lounging on stone staircases and on like balustrades and what have you. And they all appear to just kind of be looking around, and they kind of like give a meow as Phantom wanders up. And Phantom just kind of walks inside of the building. And you can see that every single cat that's there has either some kind of a bow or collar, or in one case, one of them has what looks to be a sash that goes around, like from shoulder to the other section of their body. And they all appear to be critters that either live or are accepted around here. You will see what appears to be a student hustling out of the dorms, only to be batted at by one of the cats that's chasing after them. You're not entirely sure what's going on there.
Can I understand what they're saying, if they're saying anything?
Yes, you hear the cat shout, "You're late for class!" Couldn't hear you, Jess.
I said, literally while we were muted, I made that joke.
Just duck flag.
I'm glad I was right.
Laying down the law.
Okay.
But yeah, those are the cats of the dorm. But you guys make your way over towards, I'm going to assume, are you going to head towards the reception hall?
Wait.
Asher, or are you just going to try and find someone?
Fuck it. No, Asher's done with the receptionist. Asher's just gonna walk right in and just start wandering around until we find somebody.
Okay.
We've already taken, well, I know Asher specifically is at least taking a look around a lot of the academy so far. We're gonna look for a place that looks like it's doing either medical sciences or some sort of like anatomy type thing.
So you're either looking for an anatomy class or something else that will use a dead body.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll me, I'll say a perception check to try and figure it out.
I'm great at those.
Yes, Michelle?
Fizzy was just gonna head towards the headmaster's office.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah. Because she is it's a place she knows, it's a place she's been in, so she's gonna just go there.
Okay. What'd you get, Jace?
A 7 plus 0 for 7.
Yep. You never went to school, so you don't really know how to navigate. You're not sure.
This place makes no fucking sense.
So yeah, Fizzy. You guys will watch as Fizzy, who just kind of starts heading off in a direction. But yeah, Rot and Asher, you're not entirely sure where to drop off the corpses, and that's a mistake that you could probably only make once, and it'll go very poorly. So, what do you want to do?
Here's the question. Do we just try to find some sort of medical theater that they have here and just leave the bodies with a note? Probably wouldn't be the best option. Or we could go see if we could find wherever Fizzy went off to.
Part of me really wants to follow Fizzy because we're being left alone in an institution. I love her, don't get me wrong.
Wait.
I barely know her, but I love her.
Understandable. She is very lovable. This is probably best. We should go follow her.
Yeah.
Well, let us go.
Can't hear you.
And I was muted. I was just
Okay.
saying she's just a being of she's just a being of chaos. It's fine.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna go and go to the headmaster's office.
Gotcha. Following behind Fizzy, you guys begin making your way up towards the headmaster's office. You would see that the headmaster doesn't really have like a receptionist or anyone who's like acting as their secretary. They just have like their own office and a door. It looks closed currently, so you just kind of rap on it, and you'll hear a voice go, "Come in." Hello, Fizzy. How have you been?
Been good. Been good. However, I was hoping you could help us.
And what with? Out of
I can hear
curiosity.
I can hear the two coming up behind me, right? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, Asher's using the cane, so there's a solid click at the very least.
So I was wondering, we have, she'll just like look out the door.
I believe this is our cue.
She expected us.
These are my friends. This is, as they walk in, Asher. This is Rod. There's a few of us, but these are the two that are with me now.
Bonjour.
And we were wondering, because I think Asher, you said that they buy bodies.
I would assume an institution that is doing research of a medical nature on a humanoid would need subjects to do a bit of autopsy on and do a bit of testing.
There is a certain amount of requirement for such things, yes. We have various subjects that will require humanoid corpses.
We killed a few bandits, and we were wondering if you'd be willing to buy the bodies from us.
We can certainly see about doing that. I would doubt that they have anything of significant differences to their forms, so there likely would not be any especially dire need to have these corpses, so the price would not be very much.
Or if it is more suitable for you, perhaps we could trade the bodies for a single person's entrance into the academy.
Now that is almost certainly not going to be the case.
No, that is a shame. We can find another purchaser for the bodies. That is no problem.
I'm sure you could.
Well,
We will still take them if you wish, but the actual price, we typically do not need very common methods of one meeting their end are useful and good for training and always required, but in truth, odd ones can prove to be valuable subject matters for students to learn from.
so you're not doing much in terms of medical research here?
We are doing a fair amount of medical teaching. Medical research, not so much. I don't believe any of our anatomy professors have gone forth with any research in regards to specifics. They're more focused on their teaching.
What is the most research you are doing here?
To be honest, a majority of us are going into magical fields and looking into further options that we can use here. A few are looking into odd minutiae that they are noticing in other situations, flora, fauna, the like. It is always good to learn more about anatomy of humanoids, but in truth, we have a fairly good grasp on elven and human and dwarven biology. There are some that we have less information on, but many are good.
Oh, thanks. If you would give me one moment, and Asher will kind of tap Rot in the shoulder and kind of have them turn their backs real quick and walk off to the corner of a room real quick. So, here's what I am thinking. If we can get one of us into the academy, there is a way we could possibly get some good information from whatever network it is that they have without having to resort to stealing from the academy.
That sounds reasonable.
Way. Would you be up for seeing if you can potentially get this man's attention with the thing going on with your fingers? Is that something you are comfortable with? If not, let me know.
I sure. I mean, I've been taught before. I don't think anyone could probably top that, but I could try it, and I could get sure.
All right. I have a plan if you just follow my lead. Well. Monsieur, what was your name, good sir?
I am Headmaster Oberon Lachance.
Oberon Lachance? Asher Irons of the Irons clan?
And I will just put down the 3 people that you know of here. It's Headmaster Oberon Lachance, Professor Maxwell Christensen, you don't know what he teaches, and Sheila LaFleur, who is the receptionist that you met downstairs.
I glanced at that last name and I really thought it was about to be Shia LaBeouf. Sheila LaFleur, I was like...
And Shia LaBeouf, the janitor.
Yeah.
Love it.
Fantasy Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
there goes Cody.
Cody lost his power. He flickered out. He'll be back in just a bit.
Yep.
The arms of the angel.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm not gonna adjust the cameras.
Who's the DM now? Who's in the DM camera?
It's still me.
It's half Connor.
Damn it.
Connor, you're in my box
cameras
now.
I'm gone.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
You're in my box now.
Okay.
I'm not on there anymore.
The cameras look a little weird, but don't worry. It'll be back soon.
Yep, Becca's just gone.
Just gone.
Jessica
Yeah.
now.
Yep, Jess is Cody.
Um,
Still
Jolly is.
autistic, either way, we're good.
yeah, it still works.
Took a lot of mileage out of that diagnosis.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can make as many jokes as I want being
Making
undiagnosed
up-
for 24 years.
You're making up for lost time.
I can only make so many jokes before it becomes offensive, and then I get in trouble.
I'm dead.
Mhm.
But yes,
Cody was the joke of
My
it.
name is Headmaster Oberon. I am Headmaster Oberon Lachance.
Oberon Lachance. It is well met. Asher Irons of the Irons clan. So,
The Craftsman family.
where?
Ah,
Among
I
other
have-
things.
I have heard of your family. They are known for their abilities and other things.
A few other things. Our reputation. All leads from the family motto, no half measures.
Yes.
Good things come of this.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect timing. So, if the bodies will not get one of us into the academy, my friend Rot here is looking after a bit of information. You say that you know everything when it comes to the human and elven anatomy. Then, if that is the case, would you be able to explain what is currently happening to my friend's fingers?
Rot will hold out his little hand.
Seeing as you are a man of knowledge and you know everything that there is.
I am a man of knowledge, but bear in mind, a headmaster is a administrative position. I am not necessarily the most knowledgeable person here, just the best at wrangling cats.
Well, you had a good few bit of cats outside. Oui?
Oh yes, the dorm mothers. Yes.
To one of them, they were very nice.
They are responsible for making sure the dorms are in good condition and making sure that the kids, I should not refer to them as kids, students, keep their rooms clean.
I'm never gonna emotionally recover from the fact that these cats are in charge of the dorms.
It is the most logical option. But this is true. Fucking took Jess and Jill out. All right. So
Jill is currently looking down at Phantom. You have a job. You have a job, Phantom.
No, they're not. They're just trying not to cry from the cuteness.
You said one was wearing a sash earlier, and now
Yes.
this just makes it all the better. That's like
Yeah,
the
that one's
mayor
that
of the
one's
cat.
that one's the head door mother. I win.
So the thumbnail this week is just gonna be a bunch of cats, isn't it?
Possibly.
I can't think of a better thumbnail, honestly. Honestly, if we want even more people were like randomly scrolling through and going, what the hell? There's a bunch of cats on steps. I'm gonna watch that video. Done. Anyway.
Okay, we've recovered. We're good.
Okay. Where was I at? Right. So that being all that is said, if you know everything that there is, shouldn't you or some expert that you have be able to actually identify what is going on with Rot?
As this is happening and as the headmaster's looking at Rot's hand, Rot will purposely, not like obviously, will purposely turn their head and like look to the side and show the like exposed bone. Just like not drawing attention to it, but just like, what's going on over there? Looking crazy, dude.
Got it.
It
Like you're nosing around his office.
Yeah.
resembles almost a form of necrosis. It resembles something akin to dry rot, for lack of a better term. The body is beginning to degrade and rot away, minus any of the other functions you would see at the same time. No pus is being created, no infection is present. If I was to guess, I would likely recommend you speak with perhaps a professor in charge of necromantic studies, or maybe even... no. They would not know as much on this.
Who was it you were thinking of?
Well, one of our newest staff members is focused on abjuration magic. A good field to be in. But this is, I feel this is different. It resembles almost something that would happen from a curse.
Have you been cursed, Rot?
Well, I wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't also say yes. But I wouldn't say no.
But you would not say yes.
But I wouldn't say yes either.
All right. Clear as mud, as they say. So no, but you would not rule it out as there is no scientific evidence that it has not happened.
Well, this is more so a matter of a... magical causes typically will display themselves with very little logical other options. So, when an individual has been, let's say, a man is cursed to lose their hand, you will see one of two things. You'll either see that the mage simply cuts their hand off, which you can do with magic. Or if it's using a curse or some other magical spell, it will do something to lose the hand but not cause blood loss. So it will become a perfectly fused stump. Or the vessels will still be seen but no blood will come out. Curses and magic do not act normally. The logic that would be there from a normal action is not there. And in a case like this, by all meanings, your friend should be decaying or seriously ill. The fact that they are not, it must be something magical.
Where is this professor of necrosis and necrotic effects?
Our professor for necromantic magic is on I believe they will be the 3rd floor.
Fact, we could go and see them. We may come back.
Actually, I was hoping to stick around here. You guys can go. I'll stay here.
Perfect.
I want to talk to. Bad with names. Hold on.
Oberon.
Oberon. I want to talk to Mr. Oberon for a bit more, if you don't mind.
All right.
I'm looking at all 3 of them when I say that. By the way, like including the headmaster.
We're not going anywhere until Descartes comes back anyway.
You have permission to go through the school. Do not worry.
Glad to hear.
Miss Fizzy?
Something earlier. About. Sorry, I have like a fly in my house.
I saw it.
It's so annoying. You mentioned something about unusual flora and fauna? So animals and plants, I think? That's right.
Yes, we have a professor who is in charge of bestial studies and other similar subject matters. They tend to go hand in hand, so he is aware of general flora and fauna. That would be Professor Maxwell Christensen.
Where is he? Sorry.
He should be on the 3rd floor as well.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go talk to him. I have a couple of questions about something. If you have, I know I made a promise to talk to you more about my home. Whatever, you just find a way to get in touch with me, and I'll come over whenever I can.
It's more a matter of your convenience. When you're willing and able to come over here, that is fine. I'm in no rush.
I was hoping maybe he can help me out with something that's over there.
Another one of the dorm cats has taken over Rot's position.
Well, I maybe
hallway and left.
I have to figure out what we're doing, how much longer we're going to be here. If we're going to be here for a bit, maybe I'll come back.
That is fine.
She doesn't do that. This is Michelle doing that, because Michelle doesn't know how to do that. Okay. Thank you. She's gonna walk out and go to the 3rd floor, I guess.
Okay. You guys are all heading down to the 3rd floor to speak with several professors. Now, Granny, Kaz, and Darius, you 3 are looking to have a conversation. Well, actually, you guys are looking to sell a few goods and get some more things, right?
Yep. We're gonna get some incense, sell the gems, and whatever else anyone knows.
Okay. The gems, that one's pretty straightforward. Those you would be able to sell. They're pretty much a flat rate price. It's all been listed in the group inventory about how much they're worth. All in all, you'd be looking at about 450 gold for the gemstones. And then the small gold bracelet, you could get about 25 gold from that. So, all in all, 475.
All right. It's good. Where would we buy incense?
Probably the general store.
That could be a fairly decent bet.
I would probably have some idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a quick glance. Although the alchemist, not alchemist, the kind of alchemist, kind of pharmacist might also have some.
Yeah, they very well could.
You could
But there's
also
nothing wrong
consult
with
the temple because incense is a common cleric.
that. Is also true.
True. Y'all wanna go to a temple? What? What? Is that a no?
I don't like churches that much.
I do
And
not want to go to a cult. Thank you very much.
anything
I beg your pardon.
don't let the fact I carry some articles on me and she'll hold up like 2 or 3 things of different gods. They're probably not real, they're like knockoff ones. But they are exclusively to hustle people.
All right. I guess we don't have to go to the temple. That's fine. We'll check out creature comfort, I guess.
Okay. Heading over to Creature Comfort, so you may speak with Tombiddle about various options. You will see that Sugar Cube, the horse, is currently laying down on the grass in front of the store itself. Like, not like doing the horse thing where they'll kind of like sit down but still be positioned upwards. This horse is just straight up on their side. Very clearly still breathing, but Sugar Cube is just laying on the ground.
Okay, we'll lean over the fence and pat him and say, "Hey."
Horses supposed to do that?
Sometimes. Get up, you old lug.
Starts getting up. Heading inside, you would see that the halfling man is still present inside of the store. He looks like he is doing a bit of clerical work, counting inventory, making sure everything is in its proper state. And he will look up at you and go, "Oh yes, hello there. It's very nice to see you all again. Is there anything I can do to help you out?"
She kind of motions at Kaz.
So, is it possible that you guys have incense?
Yes, I've got a bit of incense. Not very much, mind you. A lot of churches tend to have more, but I've got a bit.
Okay. How much would be for the incense?
I can sell a small package of it for about a silver.
Silver. Okay.
Yes, not very much, mind you. It's only going to be about 5 sticks, but still, it's incense.
How many sticks do you need, Kaz?
You just need one, basically. Well, really, one.
Can I get 3 in case? So, like, I mean, like, if I, dismiss him, would I have to resummon him using incense? And
No.
No.
If you
Okay.
dismiss him, you can just resummon him immediately. You only have to resummon him when he gets killed.
I just want to take 3 just in case.
That's fair. So you'll have yourself 3 packages of incense, so 15 incense total.
Okay. So, how much silver would that be?
3 silver.
Okay, that's fine.
We also get another bag of plums if you have them.
We might need some.
I don't really have much in the way of plums right now.
What
But
do you have?
well, I've got in a few Aori fruit, and some kumquats, if you'd like those. Mind you, the kumquats are quite bitter.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. I can hand those over. The Aori fruit, people will typically only buy about 1.
How many do you have?
They're about this big.
Honey, I make hard candy out of them. How many do you have?
I've got a small crate of them, mind you.
How much is half a crate?
Half a crate?
Yeah.
That'd be about 50 gold.
Fuck anyone else who wants it.
Look, man, have you tasted medicine
Try not
recently?
to.
It's bad. I make candy so that way people will take the medicine. Just give us like 5 gold worth then.
All right, that's all right. And as for the kumquats, I only have so many. There's not a lot, and people tend to buy the weird stuff I get. So, really, I can get you a small bag. That'd be about 2 silver.
5 silver, 5 gold. Is that it?
Yep. That'd be the total. Give me a moment, and he'll wander on back, and he'll come back with a small bag of kumquats about this big, and he'll set that on the counter, and then he'll set over 3 like small paper packages of like sandalwood incense. You have 15 incense,
Okay.
Kaz. And then he'll head to the back for a bit. And you will hear several grunting noises, and eventually you'll see that he comes back with a large, almost like a grain sack that has instead been stuffed full of aori fruit, and it's about this big, so a good like 3 feet long. It's like 6 inches thick. It's just this big bag of aori fruit, and he'll set it down on the counter.
Des is gonna look at Kaz as he's going out and said, I heard you gasp when he said it, so instead of picking up just the ones I wanted, I made sure to get one more than I wanted.
I like the orange fruit.
You may also have to carry it.
Okay.
Until we get to the card, because I can lift about one of those.
I have 11 strength. I could help.
Is there
I just
any?
looked at the 2 people with her and saw the muscles on Kaz and went, I'll get that one.
Yeah.
Aside from that, is there anything else I can assist with?
I can't think of anything.
No.
No, because everything else I need is going to be at an apothecary.
That's fine. The cordials will typically have what you need. Doesn't call himself an apothecary though. Call himself a chemist.
Same thing, different name.
Still, there you go. Have a nice one.
Have a nice day.
You as well. You guys begin making your way over to Cordials, which thankfully is actually just down the road from Creature Comfort. So, it was apothecary. Yes, it was intentional. I know it is an apothecary. And you will head in and you will find the tiefling man with the twisted mustache behind the counter. He will look you all and go, "How can I help you all today?"
I'm going to apologize. There may be a small list here. Let me start with, and she'll list off the stuff because I cannot remember what they're called off the top of my head. The stuff for the poison that she usually carries, the stuff for the healing potion she usually carries, and the stuff for the drugs, the painkillers.
So you need the ingredients for, you would need, the Fotral oil for the healing potions. For the poisons, you'd be looking at
Addercap.
Ettercap gland extract. And for the actual, for the painkiller, that is acetanilide. So, if you're looking for all of that, then, all in all, it's going to run you about 100 gold.
Problem here is, Mercy was a bargainer. Darius isn't.
So, the Ettercap extract, that's about 25 gold.
faux troll oil, about 25 gold. And as for the little beeps.
The cat is not for sale.
And as for the acetanilide, we have enough for about 2 doses. That'd be about 50 gold total.
Yeah, I think we'll probably do that. Do you have any, this is gonna sound weird. Do you have any assassin vine milk? Or anything else beyond Adder's cap?
I could certainly get a hold of some. I don't have it right now, mind you. Assassin vine milk is a bit tough to get a hold of, considering where it comes from.
That's fine.
I will get you your package in a moment. And he looks down at one of the little cats that's sitting there. It's got a little scarf on. It's just kind of meowing up at him. And it's you see that there is a small basket it has in front of it, and it's just waiting for something.
He's a working man. This cat's got a career.
Cats are employed in this city, and I respect that.
They're employed.
They're on the
They're
payroll.
You think we'll be back here regularly?
I hope so. I live here.
Alright. Yeah, see if you can start finding some of the rarer ones for me if you don't mind.
I can start digging around.
I don't know.
Anything else you need?
She'll look at the other two.
No.
You are playing a dangerous game.
Go, cat, go.
No, she tried to spill my drink onto Jill's laptop.
Is that Deanie?
No,
Or is that Phantom?
It's still
Oh.
Phantom.
Deanie doesn't like sitting in my lap.
This little baguette.
Airlifted out.
But yeah, we'll take 100 gold worth of stuff.
All right, I can get that package up.
And she'll look at Granny and go, I can give you one of the hits of the painkillers if you want.
Okay.
Oh, you just seemed excited when I took it.
I thought you were going crazy. Thought we were in for a good time.
I mean, it is a good time. I can get hit with it hurting a lot less.
I think others need it a bit more than me.
I don't know.
I can buy you 2 drinks after this, though. I think you really need it, especially. Points at Darius.
I need to be sober to make my candies.
Yeah, okay. She's like, consider it.
Next time, though.
Anytime.
I want someone to go through as many videos as possible and do a cat supercut.
Yes,
It's just an entire episode from when Jace wasn't here of the cats in the office.
We're like, no.
Listen, we aren't here in like 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do it then.
That's true.
So you pick up the ingredients for acetanilide. That's 2 doses. A single dose for the faux troll oil. It's a hard phrase to say. And the ettercapped extract. Anything else you guys need?
Shop. She was going to, when we are out of the shop, I was going to just ask Kaz how she's doing. How you holding up, darling?
Of what?
Well, your uncle's arrested.
Oh. Sorry, I thought we were still talking about Ruben. He's still not here.
Well, how you feel about that too. I don't know.
Reuben will be fine. I don't know about my uncle though.
We'll take care of it.
I mean, he's very clearly innocent, if nothing else.
Yeah, he's a bad liar. I'll give him that.
He lied right out the gate. It was kind of impressive.
Can't fault the man. But yes.
I need to double check this. Connor, can I have an alchemy tools kit and forgery kit from Asher's cart?
I believe
that's
so.
something I can keep in there.
I believe so with the way the caravan here
Okay.
class works.
I have 3 toolkits.
You
But I
can you won't have it on your
I-
person, but it'll be in the card.
Okay, that's what I was double checking.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I didn't have to go buy one. Your uncle did lie to the police, lie to us, and continues to lie.
I see no reason in lying, to be honest.
I don't see the reason to go to jail.
Yeah, you don't really deserve it. I mean, not right now, to be honest. It didn't actually.
Well, he
always-
must have a really good reason to lie.
I mean, you're only stealing from rich people. That's not really stealing. That's redistributing the wealth.
You said it, not me. I'm just saying it right now.
Yeah, and this is coming from someone who grew up with a little bit of money. My mom's a politician, technically. Technically.
Drow politics? Wait.
She's a high court lawyer, so politics sort of. We had money, but also steal from the rich. The amount of cases I took that were just rich people being assholes, they don't deserve it all the time.
Yeah. I won't say otherwise.
But he did seem to steal something magical. And I think that'll probably be the first thing we need to figure out.
Is what was stolen?
We know what was stolen, we can know why.
And possibly where it is.
Like I said, we're gonna make Asher try to figure out how someone got through concrete without using tools.
If we can even get him inside the house.
I don't think he needs.
I can talk with Malie first.
They don't even have to see each other, he just needs to get to the roof.
That's also true. I'll bring up a rope.
That could work. we might also benefit to talking to Lon. If there's something up there that's been up there, he might know which one of them put it in there.
This is true. It's as good a lead as any.
We'll help him get out of jail. Sorry, I heard Jill make a very sudden gasp. I had to double check what was going on.
Phantom almost fell off the chair.
Yeah, I watched.
No.
Baby.
Connor, when you're not talking, do you just watch the cats in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm not needed, I'm observing felines.
Fair enough. But we can at least figure out what's... If we can, like I said, if we can figure out what was there, it helps us find our next lead.
I hope they didn't clean up the mess already.
They probably cleaned it up some, but there's almost so much cleaning you can do.
Fair point.
Especially to leave behind clues. Do we know I had access to the case file, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I know the exact time and date that it should have happened around, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a matter of like probably about a day or two after you guys had left.
If nothing else, I can check the area with clue and see how the person got up there. Knowing how they got in might help us figure out how they got out.
Cody,
Mhm.
what is Tana doing?
embassy, she is going to... Because she did make a copy of Granny's map, so she has one, she is going to the International Independent Embassy offices. And going to leverage her far travel feature to kind of get in, because people would probably assume that she was seeking embassy help herself. But really, she wants to make sure that Dawn is not transferred or extradited, because he seems to want to stall out whatever is happening for whatever reason, and we might lose potential leads or the ability to get him out if he's moved elsewhere.
So you effectively want to infiltrate the embassy so you can then break in and find out if Dawn is facing any kind of extradition.
Not break in, just go there and put in the request for it.
Okay, that I would say this is a very unusual use of Far Traveler, but it's not.
Yeah, because
it's
she's
not out of the realm possibility.
She's technically a co-worker, so she has a connection there, and it would be potentially very costly for the carnival if something should come up and he's freed but kept from them.
Okay.
So there's an economic reason.
I will have you just roll me a persuasion check, because honestly, I don't know if we can play this out, because it's just going to turn into the two of us talking legal jargon.
Yes. Well, 17 plus 1, 18.
Okay. You will be allowed into the embassy, as they will see your personage and they will realize, okay, you're most likely not from here. You're allowed into the embassy, and then you will put in a request at the Ederspa embassy, which would be the one that you would have to use, and you would know this.
And at the very least, with a connection to a family member, they would have to give a notice if Dawn was transferred.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty clever. You're gonna get notified by the clerk, essentially, that if anything's gonna happen, we'll try to let you know. But bear in mind, if we don't know where you're gonna be and we're not able to make a call or send a courier over to you, and you miss the notice, that's not necessarily the fault of the government.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As the backup, if they can't be found, put her in Granny's mailbox.
Yeah. So, if you guys cannot be found, it will be delivered to Granny Gunslinger's mailbox. Okay, that is a very interesting. I did not expect a legalese option to appear, but I suppose I should have expected that from Cody.
The
Asher?
chaos is in not knowing what to expect.
Yeah, it's true. Asher, Rot, and Fizzy, you guys all are going down to the 3rd floor. Rot and Asher, you two were heading down to find the professor of necromantic arts. Fizzy, you were trying to find the professor of flora and fauna, which would be one that at least one of you already knows, and that'd be Professor Maxwell Christensen. Asher, searching around the 3rd floor for a little bit, eventually you will come to a room that is labeled for study of necromantic arts. There is also a placard on the door, on the side of the doorway, that does list Professor Koss Bonejaw as the teacher.
Fact. Asher will
and
kind of rap on the door with the cane.
Come in.
Opens the door. Professor Bonjour.
Entering into the room, you will see that there is an individual. He appears to be fairly large and kind of bulky. He's very wide, like very, very wide-shouldered, almost very like a triangular-shaped body. You see that they are covered in scales and have long, sharp, dark talons. And they look to be some kind of a lizard folk of some sort. You can see that they are wearing nice academic clothing, but their lower jaw is just completely stripped of all muscle. It's all bone. And you can see that there is some sort of an enchantment on it that will occasionally spark and flare to life to kind of mime movement of a jaw. And the voice appears to be amplified in some way, judging by a few runes and other bits of magical line work that have been done around the neck and upper jaw. They look almost like a Komodo dragon, to give you a visual reference.
Can I help you?
Oui, of course you can. Asher Irons of the Irons Clan, prospective new student. Once all the paperwork goes through. This is my friend Rot, also a recent applicant to the academy. We had a few questions for you, and of course an offer, as we have come across something that might be of use to you.
Go on.
Well, the first thing is we have bodies. Legally acquired. They would be available to you if you need them for any sort of specific reason.
I can take them.
Perfect. The other item that we have is Rot, if you would like to show the kind professor.
Ron will stand out again, like showing off like an engagement ring.
Yeah, like showing off an engagement ring, or someone you're showing your nails to someone.
Right.
Are they?
Rotting? Yeah.
Professor Bonejaw will kind of like lean down slightly, and you will you will feel heat from their nostrils as they sniff at your hand as well.
Necrosis. Looks like a curse of some sort.
Fairly accurate. Maybe. Who knows?
Not my specialty, but I have some knowledge. Not many undying curses or rotting curses out there, but some exist.
In your expert opinion, is there anything more specific that we should be looking at?
Timeline. How long it's been going for?
That's a good question. Hey Connor, how long has Rot had this going on?
Well,
I need
that's
the
so.
exact timeline, like.
It would be. You'd be going on probably about, if this sounds right to you, about a year or 6 months. It's up to you.
I can go with that.
Okay, so we'll go with the year. That would be about what I'd be thinking. So that's your rough estimate.
This has been starting my about a year, maybe.
Too long.
Hmm.
Either a curse, undying or rotting. They reach their completion before a year is up.
That's unsettling.
By the time the spell is done, the cursed individual is either fully decayed and skeletal, or dead.
I will probably roll something real quickly for Mr. Bonejaw. Sorry, Professor. He worked hard for that degree.
I can imagine.
Every time you say Bonejaw and you have this like gruff voice, I'm like, Jawbone?
Jawbone?
Jawbone Fantasy High?
Jawbone Fantasy High.
Jawbone.
Jawbone, my beloved?
I have an idea of what could have done this.
Do share.
It resembles what happens when a spellcaster overreaches. We have many terms for this in spellcasting. Overreach, overextend. Either way, they mean the same thing. They tried to do something they couldn't. Tried to cast a spell too strong, or a spell they couldn't cast. It always results in a backfire.
Rod is just violently like fidgeting with the exposed bone on her finger.
I was gonna say, as this is all going on, Asher's just clocking everything that Rod is doing. Like, Asher's watching him pretty close.
Many result in death, but a spell targeted on another results in its splitting. And instead of affecting just the target, it affects the target and the caster.
Professor, is there a way that you know that this sort of thing could be reversed?
Remove the curse. Mind you, that's a strong one. Curses also have odd rules to them. No guarantee it'd be as simple as removing a curse.
If you extra conditions.
Most likely. Without study and further trial and error, I wouldn't know. I'm not a master of curses or the restoration of curses.
Understood.
If I, pardon me, if I showed you how far it's extended, could you give me a window of time for how long possibly, I have until it's all of me?
Potentially.
Rod's gonna turn to Asher and be like, would you mind stepping out?
Not at all, my friend. Not at all.
Thank you.
Asher will step out, close the door, and literally just stand sentinel right in front of it.
As soon as the door is closed, Rod will very slowly and very uncomfortably take off the mask and show this man
How
what's
far
going
it
on
has
in-
progressed.
Yeah.
My estimate would be a year. But the spell or curse could have split. Which means it's not just you that's determining it. If it's split, then it's also affecting whoever you cast it on, or whoever cast it on you.
This wasn't my priority, but it just became my priority. So, thank you. And Ronald.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's not that big a deal to me, but I have to make sure that, as you put it, the person who split the spell, I have to make sure that they're okay, because it's very important that they're all right.
All right.
Rattle, run to the door and be like, "It's all right now. You're good."
Of course.
Rot, instead, in the moment where Rot says you're good, if Asher wants to go back in, Rot's gonna step out.
Okay.
And
Asher is gonna step back in, taking the bag. What is the going rate for these bodies?
I don't take many. I will take what you have. 20 gold each. Don't expect me to take many more.
I would not expect you to take many more at all. The only thing I would ask for, in addition, could you throw in a little recommendation for acceptance into the academy? Or they both, myself and my friend.
The delivery of carcasses isn't worthy of academic recommendation.
Of course not.
There are plenty of other ways to prove oneself. Unless you want to join the necromantic arts track, I would recommend you speak to a different professor.
Tell me, Professor, what is it that you know about separating a soul from a body?
The idea of a soul jar. A classic idea. Concept used by spellcasters for separating themselves or another from the body. Temporary. When permanent, it is either a soul gem entrapment or a phylactery. If that is your purpose here, I don't want you in my class.
Too bad. Because I'm onto another idea entirely. But seeing as you do not want any sort of knowledge of this in your classroom, I will leave it at that. Maybe I shall come back and see you at a later date.
We shall see.
Asher will kind of motion. But these are in here. Is there any specific place you would like to keep these?
You can leave them here. I can handle it.
Perfect. And Asher will, in a moment of defiance, turn the bag inside out, just right in the middle of the fucking room, and then walk out. Take care, Professor. Don't let the door of life hit you on the ass on the way out, eh? Asher will shut the door real quickly behind him. What a magnificent waste of my time. Rot, are you okay, my friend?
I'm fine. I'm always fine. I'm great.
Of course. Just so you know, if there's anything you would like to talk about, and again, if there's anything that you need help with, I consider you a friend. Not having known you long, but you are a kindred spirit.
Appreciate that. If I figure out what needs to be done, I'll likely share because things just got a little bit more complicated on my end.
If you don't mind, this evening, if you're worried about your physical form, I am currently working on something. I may be able to help you out. It is in the works, but I can at the very least show you what it is I am working on.
I'll consider it. I'll think about it. I have a lot of research I need to do tonight with the book.
Of course.
A lot. But thank you.
The lab is open to you if you need it.
Rod is still just fidgeting and is like half paying attention. Is like glancing away and like looking down the hall like gotta go.
Alright. And yeah, they'll make their way rather quickly out of the up the stairs or down the stairs and out and wait outside for the cart to come back.
And in time, the rest of the party will arrive back. Tana, you will meet back up with the rest of the crew.
Wasn't Fizzy by herself?
Yeah.
Oh, Fizzy.
Yep.
I know I forgot someone. Thank you, Fizzy. You are looking around for the professor of flora and fauna.
Right.
I can't read the signs on the doors. So.
You can't. You can't.
Make it up as I go.
She's just knocking on the doors.
I'll just have you roll a persuasion check to see if someone can direct you.
Okay, hold on.
I will say you do know what he looks like because Tana did mention him.
That will help.
Does that help?
I think I rolled a 16 total. Yeah, 16 total. I rolled 15 on the dice one, so 16 total.
Excuse me. You will be pointed in the direction of one room. There inside, you will find that the room itself is something akin to a mixture greenhouse and almost like a museum, really. There are several areas where there are like taxidermied creatures on display, as well as several pottery that contain various odd flora and fauna.
Do I see the guy?
Yes, you would see Professor Christensen is present in the room.
Hello. I was told to come here because I wanted to talk to the person who knew about the flowers and animals. And...
Yes, I'm Professor Christensen.
I'm Fizzy. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
I don't even know how to say this because this is kind of odd to explain. I don't know if you've spoken to the headmaster at all lately. If he mentioned a drow that, lived underground and...
Yes, I've been informed of the drow. Yes.
That's me.
Yes.
I was told you knew about, like, flowers and stuff. So I'm assuming it would sort of go into, like, mushrooms, maybe?
I know some things about mushrooms. They're odd as taxonomies go. Not necessarily flora, not necessarily fauna, but they are interesting subjects, yes.
Do you know about mushrooms that have sort of a hive mind?
Yes. Well, possibly. We know that many of them will create a mycelium that will result in a network of interchanging roots that will allow them to sprout up in various locations with very little warning. In theory, if they possessed any form of intelligence, like in the case of etacats and other myconids, they could possess a form of intelligence. Why?
Cave. I know that mushrooms grow in caves. They're very sort of their environment. If they're sort of taking over, and the only way to get rid of them is to burn them down.
You are referring to the myconid forest to the north. Well, I can certainly see why burning it down would be the most immediate and obvious solution.
I want to.
Well, I don't know of any options at currently that could deal with a infestation of that size.
Oh.
You are cutting out as you're talking.
I am so sorry. Hold on one moment. Sorry, I'm like dealing with like bad equipment and stuff, you know. So.
Yep.
Anyway. Asking me to. That's the thing. That's my home.
It's also spreading.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, I knew it was spreading in the caves. I didn't think it was spreading anywhere else.
30 years ago, it wasn't the same size it was now. 50 years ago, it wasn't the same size as it was 10 years later. It's getting larger.
Studying that?
I'm not studying it, no. Most people studying it are rangers that are near the forest edge, and many of them are looking at ways to get rid of it, not ways to deal with it in a less violent way.
Do you know of any of these rangers that I can maybe talk to?
Not by name, no, but
Oh.
most likely anyone who would know about them would be over in Belric. That city is quite close to the myconid forest. It'd be hard to ignore.
Did that town ever burn down?
Belric?
Yes.
No. Belric is a dwarven stronghold turned city.
Well, thank you for your help. I think I have more questions than I have answers, but I don't think you can answer them, so I'm gonna go. Thank you. And she's
Best of
gonna
luck.
talk. Sure. And she's gonna walk out. I will say that when she walks out and to like where the other two are, like the other two, you'll notice she's a lot less busy than she normally is. She looks a bit dejected.
You're not having any luck with this place either.
I don't think this place can help me.
You and me both, friend. They don't know shit. To be fair.
I don't know if anyone can help me, to be honest.
Well, that's what you have friends for. We can find the answer somewhere.
mentioned that Rod said that the book that the town that was like all birds was Belric, right? You mentioned that, right?
I'm not quite sure.
Rod was the one who knew that.
I didn't know if I knew that, but I have keen mind, so I would know that. Just a
So,
reminder. I have keen
the-
mind.
The book, the blood thing. What Fizzy did, it was like a
The grimoire.
picture of a town. The grimoire.
So it wasn't a picture of a town. It was a picture of an entire swath of land on the continent.
right.
It wasn't burning down Belric. It was burning down the forest.
Oh, I thought it was Belric for some reason because I remember that
Nope.
specifically being mentioned. Okay. All right. Okay. Then I got confused. That's my fault. It's fine. I can't deal with it right now. We have other things that we need to deal with. I thought people smart could help me, but I guess not.
Well, let us not count out the people that are smart. Maybe they're just not the right kind of smart or not smart enough. You have myself here, you have Rot here. Darius is pretty smart. Castella is smart in her own way, knows various things. Granny might be smart, not quite sure yet. Tana is a kindred spirit of yours. Sure that she would be some help as well. What is it that you need help with, Fizzy?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
That is fine. Whenever it is that you feel like you need the help, you let us know, eh?
Okay.
It looks like we all have a few big things that we're working on. And honestly, I'm thinking we all work pretty well together. Could use a few good companions along the road as we tackle some rather big issues that are happening, it seems. Plus, at the very least, we need to stick together until we figure out who the hell wanted us all killed.
As long as we solve all these problems within a year, I'll be around to tell the tale.
A year is a lot of time, my friend.
It is when you're thinking about it, but if you think too long about it, it really isn't. It's just 360 days, and that's really not a lot. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's a long time.
Asher kind of looks down at his own hand. Deadlines seem to be coming up for a lot of us, eh?
Just beat 'em. Just go a bit faster, quicker, better.
We will beat them.
We will. Anyway, I've got to go bleed on a book.
This sounds like a good plan. Whenever Asher will actually, with his earpiece, send a message to Rizzy, kind of asking how long they're going to be.
We're finishing up now.
On the way out of town, take us by a shop that would have magic scrolls. I have a project I
There-
need to complete.
There aren't any in this town.
This town is fucking useless. Absolutely useless. How many message scrolls do we have in the cart currently?
I do not know. I would have to check the stock.
If you wouldn't mind doing that on the way back.
We can do that.
Thank you, best
There
friend.
may be There may be some magic shops in Villevel, but that is further south.
Of course. We will do what we can. Thank you, friend. All right.
In time, you all will be making your way over into the cart as the rest of the crew comes up with their various objects that they have gotten a hold of. There's likely some conversations that you guys may need to have with each other. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
Be right back. And we are back.
So, you guys have all done a little bit of shopping. Sorry we took so long. You guys have done yourselves a little bit of shopping, a little bit of information gathering, and you are all now crowding back inside of Asher's cart. This is up to you guys on what you do next. You guys can decide on where to go, what to do, how you want to handle things. It's all in your hands. So what's the plan, guys?
Well, my suggestion is to go to the Reyes estate first thing tomorrow, so the evening is ours.
Well, much as ours as it can be.
Why couldn't it be?
I'm busy with Candy. Literally, as she's saying this, you're seeing her, like, chop up the fruit that is much too heavy for her to carry on her own.
Do you want to get, we can get Ruben back?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I have to take out the wooden statue because it looks kind of weird. Yeah, I need to take out 10 gold from my pockets as well from this. And is it one incense, Connor, or is it multiple
Just
on
one
each arm?
incense.
Okay, I'll just have to put 1 incense and 10 gold on Ruben's arms.
You guys will see that Kaz will pull out a small wooden statue of what looks to be Ruben of a sort. It is a wooden statue. The monkey, you can see, has one arm and hand that is placed down on like their crossed legs, like it's kind of just sitting on their knee. Another hand that's up in the form of like someone holding a cigar. The monkey has this very smug, like cunning look on its face, and you can see sprouting from it are 10 other arms, all in the form like it's trying to pinch a coin.
Monkeys don't have 12 arms.
Astute observation.
Oh, I just thought that's how they were up here.
I mean, Doris is the investigator after all. She would be the one to know all this information.
I'm not.
I
Perhaps
just thought
they-
how they were
We
up
got
here.
it. We got an expert on monkeys over
Perhaps
here.
they don't where you're from.
Rose is gonna look at all you and go, the next time you have to take medicine, I'm not giving you candy.
Okay.
The next time I see a monkey with 12 arms, I'm not telling you.
I'm
You
sure I
cut
have
me
a
off
picture
before I
of
could
one
finish
here.
my It looks like a demon monkey is what I was trying to say.
That
I
is
will say-
probably so.
Tana will go through like her journal and like be flipping through it and then show you a chuckle sketch. It's not a spider monkey, it's a monkey spider. And basically like a fuzzy monkey with 8 limbs and like 2 tails, and it does have the large mandibles of spiders. It's like
Reminds you a little bit of Ruben, Tana.
it's instead of just eating the fruit, it like takes fruits and vegetables and bites them and like sucks the juices out and sometimes liquefies them and leaves like the skins behind. It's like, well, I'm this to people.
Like that. I have to tell you, I don't like it.
I'm not gonna look at that again. There are things that I would like to be able to do, and one of them is sleep.
You have probably seen worse things than this in the past, no?
Which one of us are you speaking to?
You specifically, Daras.
There's weird shit in the Underdark, but like, and
Exactly.
in the ocean, but like, things in the ocean we keep from getting into the tower, and things in the Underdark we keep from passing the walls. I've seen them, only glimpses.
Very difficult to keep your food stores safe from these. They do have 8 thumbs after all.
I'm getting Reuben back. Are we just gonna
Let's get, let's get the proper monkey back.
Can you summon?
He's
this
small.
monkey?
I like that.
We've got kumquats for him.
Maybe you'll
to
like it.
appease, getting stomped on.
Also, fully love the idea that the 10 gold coins are not for any spell, they're just for Reuben. It's his allowance.
You know how in Breath of the Wild, to
Like-
get
Might
fairy
be.
fountains,
I like him to have a little walking around money.
but you know how in Breath of the Wild, to get the fairy fountains to open, you have to give them tribute of rupees. Even though there's no reason why they should need rupees to open the flower back up.
I need rupees. Hero
I
of
need
time.
10,000 rupees for the last fairy fountain to open. It's like, did you just say 10,000?
Yeah, in
Oh.
Ruben's case, it's I need 10 gold for you to have the joy of my presence. Come on.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to
You're
it.
being hustled by the monkey.
It's his wage.
Every time he falls during a trapeze act, she has to pay 10 gold in accident fees.
That's why I'm poor all the
Lays there
time.
Like,
you
like
know.
he's dead. He's like, ugh. Until
Your
you put 10
theft
gold in
is
his
to pay Ruben. Ugh. Anyway.
So, you guys, all kind of sit back and watch a little bit as Kaz begins to go through with her little ritual. Sorry, I was doing something. As Kaz begins to go through with her little ritual to resummon, Reuben. And you will watch as she places the incense and then lights the very tip of it and then provides the 10 coins to the other hands. And you watch as the 10 hands all retreat back to the very back of Reuben and they come back empty. And the statue brings the incense to the lips of Reuben. And you watch as the statue seems to contentedly start to smoke the incense. And in the period of, I believe it's an hour for Find Familiar. Or is it 10 minutes? I can't recall.
An hour, but it is a ritual, so if you ritually cast an hour, 10.
So an hour. You will watch as Reuben smokes away the incense, and you will see a second form of Reuben, minus the 12 arms, appear on Kaz.
This monkey got style.
How old is that thing?
Oh, I've already aged it.
How much was it?
368. 8?
368.
368.
Hey, you don't need keen mind to remember it. I don't like the statue. I like the monkey. I don't like the statue.
I can't tell you the origins of mine, and man, I don't know.
It's kind of funky. I like
How is Ruben?
You guys would have seen that as Ruben reappeared onto Kaz, Ruben began skittering around Kaz's person very swiftly, and then it perched on Kaz's shoulder and started going.
I don't think he was happy about being stumped.
Jesus, you haven't been gone for a day.
Hey guys, we found Cleo.
Hi.
Hi, princess.
Hi.
Cleo. Peace offering, and Darius is gonna hold out a kumquat.
Roll dexterity, please.
Oh no.
Just a straight dex check.
Yes.
Oh, kumquat.
Oh, come
We're
on,
really in it
please.
now.
A 12.
You will narrowly pull your finger away as Ruben grabs the kumquat and then goes to sink his teeth into your finger.
Well, shit.
Don't worry. I stuck an arrow in Mem. Yeah.
Someone should grab Darius's hand before she goes out because her instant reaction
Could
when
I?
something tries to attack her is to swing back.
Could I intervene?
You can just quickly just like
It's an instant reaction from Darius when something tries to hit her. She hits back.
Don't hit him! I have to pay 10 gold again.
He's just a baby. Leave him alone. Look how small he is.
You know those things we talked about in the Underdark? When things bite you, you swing.
Giant compared to him.
Got a
Like,
tick in my finger.
Would you punch a baby?
Depends. What did it do?
Wow.
Darius would punch a baby. Jot that down.
please clip that. Thank you.
Know where we stand on that now.
Honestly,
I
we have had this conversation before.
hate that came out so quickly, but it's also incredibly accurate to Darius as a character. I'm so sorry.
If the baby were to do anything to Darius' family, she would probably punt it across the room
Oh, and a heartbeat.
without a
If I was
question.
told to kill a baby to get my baby back, I wouldn't hesitate.
Wait.
And so philosophy was born on that day.
Baby. What kind of baby? No. Nope. I'm closing that box. We're not talking about that. Ruben, so glad you're back. A monkey. Fantastic. Who'd have thought?
Do you need a drink?
Rod's having a meltdown.
Would you like a drink? I could.
Do you have a straw?
I think I have one somewhere. Yeah.
There's an entire bar in the corner or whatever it is that you need.
You can't get a straw.
Rod makes a joke. Rod will not be taking any alcohol, and I'll be taking a strong little water. Strong little water.
It's carbonated. Ooh.
Spicy water.
That was last campaign. That was last campaign, the spicy water.
More spicy water.
It's a LaCroix joke.
I know!
We already beat that guy.
Campaign 2, there's a drink called LaCroix. No one really knows why. It's all yellow though.
What is Connor doing?
Ew.
I'm so terrified.
Oh, he's imitating the
acting
monkey.
as-
Ruben
I
is
think he's Ruben.
staring.
Can I
So
try to offer Ruben some kumquat?
Sure.
Do I need to talk to the monkey?
I
That's, I will say that's the one great thing about contacts is that you can keep your eyes open for
could.
like a minute or two.
I do have animal handling, but I don't know if that counts for familiars.
Go ahead. You can try.
She's just gonna try and call. She's like apologizing to Ruben. She's like, "I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, but you're back now. It's all good. I got you some. We got you some kumquat. It's an 11 on the die plus 14, 15. Or
What?
plus 4.
Okay.
11 on the die plus 4, 15.
Fuck.
No.
You said that and my brain went, hold on, wait, what? Huh?
Super expertise.
We are with it today.
Plus 14.
Reuben will take the kumquat this time. He will not bite you.
Yay. There's a sweet monkey.
Rot will reach into the collar and pull out Frog.
This very slinky, just like you pull out Frog and they are just completely limp. You're quite literally holding a wet noodle.
I offer Frog to Reuben, like, do you need moral support right now? You died. That's crazy.
You watch as Reuben grabs hold of Frog and kind of climbs onto Frog's back, and Frog now just kind of starts scuttling. And so depending on where you leave them, they will either climb on Kaz or on you.
Ron will just set them on the ground between the two of us. It's like when you make like an animal choose.
Oh no. Okay, you set Frog down on the floor of the cart, and Frog starts to scuttle off. And you can see that Reuben has grabbed onto some of Frog's hair and is starting to kind of like pull him in directions. So you see,
Ratatouille.
He's like pulling Frog's hair to make him go in certain directions.
Yeah, that's ratatouille. Connor.
Yep. Yeah, and you watch as Frog and Reuben start scuttling around the cart, and then eventually you watch as they tuck into some tight enclosure somewhere.
Sure, they'll be fine.
Why do I have a bad feeling someone in the middle of the night's gonna go to the bathroom and get attacked?
No,
I think
Frog's
it'll be fine.
very docile.
I'm not Frog I'm worried about.
That's fair.
Well, that's a problem for another time.
Just make sure to look up for now.
Yeah.
Frog hanging from the ceiling and a Reuben diving off or something.
No!
I got the shot.
Take it.
Oh god.
So, what's the plan? You guys want to go back to the estate?
Hold on.
Oh, yes.
I did want to get the sticks for augury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The materials and the stuff like that, I would say you can probably get it from a general store.
Okay, so I'll just get like 25 gold's worth of
Okay.
sticks.
Yeah.
I
It's
had 25 gold worth.
Not 25 gold worth of sticks. It's 25 gold's worth of ingredients for the sticks.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, you can get that, no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So, where do you guys want to go?
We're going to the estate because it's our only lead we have.
Gotcha. You guys all load back up inside of the vehicle. So, want to just get going now, or do you want to wait for daytime?
What time will we get there if we leave now?
So, if you leave right now, I have to check. Because I don't know.
I think you said it was like a half day's ride out, and
Yeah, so that means
you'll want to arrive in the evening.
you'd be arriving at evening if you arrived now. To arrive in the morning, what you'd be doing is leaving in the middle of the night.
I mean, if we leave like in the early morning, like not like night, early morning, but like early-ish morning, we would get there around like midday or late morning, and I think that would be fine if no one has another suggestion or preference.
I think that's all we have.
Okay.
No, Tana would say, I think we should leave now. If the carnival is still nearby, we can take care of talking with them first.
And you can also post up with the carnival just away from the estate.
That's also
Yeah.
true.
Hear the news of what has been happening there, we can.
That would also work pretty highly.
Okay.
I mean, from what I understand about carnival people, they don't keep normal sleep schedules.
Nope.
Yeah, so people are bound to be awake by the time we get there.
Okay. So in that case, you guys get going now. I'll bring you over to the Ekcase map. I I can't remember. Did I never make the Giron map one that you guys can just go to? I didn't.
Nope.
My bad. There you go. So, you guys load up into the vehicle and start heading off in the general direction of the Reyes estate. You got about half a day's travel. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're in the cart? Yes?
I'm gonna bleed on my book.
Excellent.
But
I'm
Rod's-
very happy that I've made that phrase be necessary in my game.
Rod's gonna be focusing on something specific this time, though.
Okay. So, I will have you please roll me. Hold on. I wonder if this will work.
Thing is, I don't know if the book will have anything on this because
Did not work.
it's very specific.
I will have you, please go ahead and roll me your spellcasting modifier.
Intelligent.
Okay.
Yep. So basically what you'd be doing, Jill, so if you go to your character sheet and then look in spellbook, and then look in the bottom left, you see how it says attack mod?
Yes.
That's basically your spellcasting modifiers, proficiency and intelligence. So you'd be rolling a d20 plus 6.
That, and then if it... We're gonna roll it like this, just add 2 to it.
Okay. That's fine.
You can, like.
Oh, shit. That's a 25.
Yes, it is. What is your focus? What are you aiming for?
Okay. Rod very kindly, out loud, is talking to the book like a baby. It's like, alright, well, I don't know if you have any information on this, but, if I give you a name, they're probably not that old, but I just wanted to know. And Rot will focus on the name of their mentor.
Okay. How much blood do you want to provide?
I mean,
We're going a half day, so technically we'll be taking a long rest, correct?
Yes.
Just in the off chance that there is information, Rot will give 20 hit points.
Okay.
So just take that down to.
Oh.
Just watch that whole icon turn red.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected you to go to 1 hit point.
The book will respond by writing out, using a small quantity of blood, no information found, name unknown. And you will watch as the remaining blood pools up and becomes a small ball. And it just kind of sits there floating above the book slightly.
Not a retry. Do I get a retry? In that case, and Rot will think about the like concept of overdoing it, like spellcasters, and like splitting.
You will watch as the blood begins to splat, just land on the book and then get soaked in, and then it begins to read. Overreaching, overextending, burning out. All these are similar terms used for the concept of a spellcaster overextending their ability and trying to cast a spell they are inherently incapable of doing. In many cases, this results in the near instantaneous death or reversal of the spell. A fireball intended to land on a target will instead be centered directly upon the caster and burn them from the inside out. A spell intended to cast blight upon another will rot another person away until they are nothing but a desiccated corpse. Spellcasting that is intended more for protective effects is more unique. Instead of protecting the caster, it will ordinarily still try to protect, but do so in the incorrect ways. Shield spells, instead of shielding the person, will shield too focused, and they'll try to shield something important in the body from everything else, including blood flow. This has included a spellcaster who attempted to shield themselves and wound up shielding their brain from the rest of their body. severing the brainstem and killing them instantly. A spellcaster who attempted to shield themselves and wound up creating a shield around their heart, killing them instantly. And a spellcaster who attempted to shield themselves only to amputate all limbs from their torso. Spellcasting can be considered a dangerous idea, and in fairness, a majority of individuals who will overreach will wind up dying. Many who will overreach can also have other similar effects to death, but if one does not overreach too far, it can simply result in a spell backfiring or not acting in a manner as intended. Splitting its effects, changing how it behaves, in some cases even doing more but taking something away from the caster itself. It is strongly recommended that any students adhere strongly to the circle idea of magic and only use spells that they are physically capable of doing, lest they pay the price.
Oh, great to know. Thanks. Thank you. Pass the book. Rot just crosses their legs, clasps their hands, and sits on their bed like, good to know.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they would like to do?
Asher is going to take any of the messaging scrolls that he has, and he is going to be completing some devices.
Okay, you're running out, I'll say.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah,
I don't have
like-
enough for the whole group.
Yeah, no. So you have about 3 message scrolls left. At this point, you can get 3 done.
Got it.
So, what's the plan?
Asher is going to, in order to get the actual devices himself, he's actually going to take some of his own personal gold coins, melt those down, and just form a simple. It's just an ear cuff that the hooks kind of behind the ear, and has a little bit of gold kind of hanging out into the earway itself, and then through artifice is going to essentially impregnate the actual piece itself with the message scroll.
Okay. Roll Arcana. Actually, are you trained in Arcana?
I believe so. I believe I'm proficient in it. Yes, I am proficient in Arcana.
Okay, roll that.
Oh, good. I did.
Or Tinker's Tools, whichever is better.
You know what? I am going to use Tinker's Tools because I can double my proficiency in it.
Do that.
Yeah.
Do that then.
Cool. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter either way because I got a natural 20 on it.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, 20 plus 8 for 28.
28. Okay. You will easily manage to succeed in making 3 of them with no issues whatsoever. You will have a little bit of leftover material, and you think you can basically make like a single burst, like quick message spell that you'll basically make as an amulet that you just raise up to your mouth.
Okay.
It's only gonna work once though.
Yeah.
It's very much like a last ditch, like go.
Yeah.
You have no other options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Asher will complete that just to use up the rest of the material.
Okay. I will add them into the group inventory.
Cool, thank you. I'm gonna burn a couple of my gold. Cool. Burned 5 total for that. Awesome. Cool. All right. So once that is done, kind of waiting for breakfast to happen. Asher will come out looking a little sweaty. All right. So.
Oh, for monkey.
Monkey to the face. Like,
We'll see how that works. The monkey versus Rissy. Anyway, so seeing as we are still working together, we're a a bit of a budding adventuring party. As it currently stands, I figured it would be a good idea to have a way for us to be able to communicate at range if somebody is checking something out. Maybe able to relay a bit of information or call for an emergency. I did not have all of the necessary scroll material to make one for everyone as of just yet, but as soon as I'm able to get the rest, I will make more of these. And Asher will put down the cuffs. These are similar to the one that I have. It allows me to send a message, communicate back and forth with specific people. Mine is a bit more complicated. These ones in particular, they're all connected to each other, and they're connected to mine. So, you are able to speak, but it must be spoken out loud. You speak it, you put just a touch of your own will into the actual earpiece itself, and the message gets broadcasted to everyone else who has a piece that is on the... we will call it a network.
Will this work even if I don't have magic?
Well, everyone has a bit of an innate magic in them. You are someone who is able to stitch yourself up as you sleep, huh?
What?
You go to sleep with injuries, you go to sleep, and the injuries have begun to heal themselves, no?
Asher? That's not magic, that's science, honey.
That's biology.
It is a bit of both.
No.
Wait, there is an entire book I have on my shelf about the entire magical theory of innate magic in the world. You're one who says you read books all the time. How have you not read this one?
That's
This
close to
looks
decay.
embarrassed. Huh?
Natural
Izzy.
recovery and training.
It is one of them in the series.
Yes, Tana, but Tana, you're from the Feywild, and it's a little weird. Fizzy, you know bodies pretty well. That's not how that works, right? Wait, I'm asking the hippie. This is me out of character for reference.
Works.
Wait.
You,
I
you
rolled a
asked
4,
another
homie.
magical hero.
I rolled a 4 for an intelligence check. Okay.
God. There's gonna go. I don't feel like that's right. That's not.
That doesn't sound right, but I suppose I don't know enough about magic.
Asher, that's the kind of shit when people tell me I wreck their stands.
What?
We don't deal with snake oil here.
This is not a snake oil thing. It is, yes, you are not able to exert your own internal ability and call it magic on the outside world, but you are able to affect your own self in different ways, or have magic affect you in different ways.
Deus is looking at Rot now.
Rot is unmoving. Rot's not giving anything away. Rot's just listening and observing, being like, who's totally against this? Who's for this? Which side seems more beneficial for me to take here?
My family's arguing politics. What do I say?
It is the
I'll be
reason
the
that
sarcastic uncle. You can ask the book if you want.
it is honestly, it is the same reason you are able to have people go to an academy, read a whole bunch of spells from a list, and they are able to then later do them.
I think you just don't like people who disagree with you.
Which one of us are you talking to in this moment?
The one who's mad at the academy. Just because they won't let him inside because his family's all famous.
No, they're a bunch of bastards. They really do not know what they're talking about.
Then why
She
do you
looks
keep
at
going-
Darius like,
Then why do
"See?"
you keep going back?
Oh, I'm not
Clearly
going
you
back
want
anymore.
their high opinion. Or you did.
What did they do to you to piss you off?
Plenty.
Sure, actually.
What's
What was that, Fizzy?
I said I'm with Asher. They don't know a lot. Or they don't seem to know a lot.
They know a lot. They might just not know what you're asking. No one can know everything. Just because they didn't give you what you wanted right away doesn't mean they are dead to you. That's not how people work.
Master, everyone else, I don't like very much.
Asher, what did you ask?
I asked about getting in a trance. I asked about what they would pay for their bodies, which they did not pay a whole lot for. We were trying to talk a bit about some things that Rot was looking into as well. And they really did not have a whole lot of information. It was, oh, well, this is my theory on this is my theory on this. But they did not do any sort of follow-up, no testing, no nothing. It was...
Insight.
They were completely useless.
Hey, Connor.
Yes.
While they're talking, can I not incite Asher, but incite
Rod?
Rod?
Ron
Sure.
twisting the finger bone again.
I'm not inciting, I'm seeing if he's telling the truth directly from the source. I'm
I
trying
didn't roll
to
well
read
at
his
insight, I can
thoughts.
tell you that.
Does Rod want to try to roll deception? Or are they just letting themselves be themselves?
Also,
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
also, that is a 24 on Darius because you rolled a nat 1 earlier.
That was a self-administered roll. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, no.
Alright then.
I don't know if Ra is like trying to put anything on. Like, Ra isn't trying to be like, I'm not suspicious. Ra's like, nobody's looking at me. They're arguing. This is fine. So I'm not.
Yeah.
That's not doing it then.
As Asher's speaking, then Darius is watching Rot because Darius knows Rot went with Asher.
Okay.
And Ra's just fucking anxiously fiddling with the exposed finger bone, thinking about time. Time is far too short.
So, Jace, do you want to roll to deceive?
I did. That is a 15 on the die for a total of 18.
Ugh. I only had a 5 on the die.
Okay. Anybody who rolled above Jace, you would be able to tell that Asher's not telling the whole truth.
But what is he thinking? Because that's what I rolled for.
Oh yes, you rolled something different.
Asher, the thoughts going through Asher's head is Asher is literally just thinking, what a bunch on, I think specifically what he is thinking right now. He is thinking that that professor is an absolute idiot. And they're limited in their thinking. Essentially, he's thinking that the entire academy is just very limited in their thinking, and they're not going to go anywhere. He's got way better ideas. And also, there's a little bit of, depending on how deep you go, because it is still a little bit surface level, so I'll give you this as well. Asher is very much thinking, I'm gonna fucking show him.
In short, you're thinking because they need to test a lot of things to know for sure, and they go more slowly, you don't think that they're as capable as they could be?
Wait, why not? Why not go and do a test right away? Why wait for any sort of information? They're doing a lot of sitting around.
Probably a lack of risking one's own life.
Yeah.
No half measures.
To piggyback off of Tana, yeah, you blew up your fucking arm by being reckless.
What? Well, I'm not the only one who's missing a body part in the family.
That's not a good thing.
Dad lost his penis.
Listen, just because my grandma is a full mulligan at this point does not mean that she did not accomplish many things.
Your life shouldn't come at the cost of innovation.
See, I said that last time and you disagreed with me.
No. I disagreed with the bloodletting. That's different. That's something you can recover from.
Not
The
if
way-
you
I've
cut
recovered.
open-
I have a fully working hand, excuse you.
Uh-huh.
It works just fine. It works very well, better than my original hand, in fact.
I just think a little bit of caution never hurt anyone.
We can't bring you back if you die from your own stupidity.
No, but I might be able to bring myself back.
Not yet.
And see, not yet. We are working on this. Just with a bit of advancement and actually working towards this new goal and a bit of training and a bit of experiments, we can get anywhere we need to go.
Sure. You can't baffle me with your fucking roundabout talk. You know that, right?
This is not roundabout talk. I genuinely believe we can accomplish anything that needs to be accomplished in a very timely manner.
There's no clock on what we're doing.
See, my friend, that is where I disagree. The clock is always moving. Maybe not for you. Not as fast.
What's a
anyway.
clock?
That thing over there. The piece that is against the wall. The one that has the arms, or the stakes, whatever it is that you want to refer to them as, that are moving around. Each of the markings represents a measurement of time.
Adult.
You said a day is 24 hours. Why does this one only have 12?
Anyway,
Here's
I'm
the
not going to
thing.
get into all that.
So, if you were to get into the minutiae of it, I actually have one that I have a cousin who enjoys clockwork. The actual pieces on it, they take a while to go around. That is why this one, the actual hands will change colors depending on which set of the 12 it is going around. It makes it a bit easier to read from a distance as well.
Oh, I hate it. Sorry, I decided to look up what a 24-hour analog clock looks like.
It's atrocious.
It
is
looks so
atrocious.
bad.
It is so hard to fucking read.
I actually quite favor the time theory clock, which is a big math thing.
Checks out.
That does
And
check
then-
out, yeah.
Well, you've upset me this morning by being you, so it's time to upset you. You're gonna have to go to the roof of the Reyes house.
No.
Yes.
No.
You do not have to see her. You need to get on the roof.
Why the fuck do I need to get on the roof?
Because that's where the crime happened, and I need a second pair of eyes that knows what they're looking at. And while Rot has a lot of expertise, Maya's not mad at them, and I'd rather, if they're comfortable with it, be one of the ones to go talk to her.
Fizzy holds up a bottle. You can use this! And climb up the top, climb on the side. We haven't used it yet.
Or we could just go in the other way.
You're looking at a bottle that has inside of it a hardened spider's nest with wisps of spider silk drifting off of it that glows faintly orange.
I think I would rather use this than go anywhere in that house at the moment. I'm actually going to take you up on this.
Here you go.
Well, thank you, Fuzzy.
Can you at least tell me if it's crunchy when you take it? I gotta know.
Don't
I'm not
drink it
going
yet,
to tell you a
wait.
word
Why?
It's
because
she'll
I am
just-
here to upset you this morning, apparently.
Speaking of ingesting strange things,
Also, I'd like the bottle back when you're done. It's the only thing I have to like.
Of course. Of course.
Help you wash it out.
Yeah.
What's
Tell me.
washing?
No.
Emma, how are you
We
doing?
reuse here. We reuse.
Help you wash it out. Tell me.
I.
All right. So
The leftovers give it some flavor.
it's like a cast iron skillet.
you have to season the potion bottle.
Yeah.
You can use soap in it if it's seasoned right.
Ugh.
Speaking of ingesting strange things, next time you want
What
to
a segue.
bleed yourself dry, make sure you eat something that helps your body recover. As Tana will have cooked and like both the night like previously and in the morning. In this case, it would actually be a somewhat normal thing, like a spinach feta salad with a citrus vinaigrette, because foods high in iron are very good for recovering from blood loss, and citrus helps the body absorb iron.
Asher will absolutely be eating some of that. Yeah.
It's a number equal to proficiency who can get the benefit from it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
We'll
it's
say
equal to
that
proficiency bonus.
we'll say that all of you get to eat it.
I mean,
but
she still
only
makes food. Like
two of you will get the bonus from it.
That's just the snacks, which are basically package or after portions of it.
Yeah. So by the time you guys arrive near the Reyes estate, it'll be nighttime. You know this. But as you guys roll up to the Reyes estate, you would also see that the carnival appears to be moved quite a ways away from the Reyes estate currently. Like a good couple miles. But sorry, actually, was there anything else you guys wanted to do? Talking amongst yourselves or no? I
Asher just needs to figure out who's taking the earpieces.
Oh. That's up to you guys.
I think Kaz would probably be good since we constantly make her scout.
What?
Mhm.
What was the question?
Magical
Oh,
earpiece.
earpieces.
We have
Oh,
3
okay.
earpieces.
The one-time use, but you know.
No,
often say
the
Kaz,
earpieces, they are unlimited use.
Yep. It's the amulet that he had extra for because he rolled a natural 20.
Mhm.
That's single use.
Mhm.
So I think Kaz should get one.
I think
Dara should
Dara's-
also get one
Yep.
for her penchant of going off on her own. Maybe.
What's
And I
gonna be what's gonna be really funny is when she tells you how she got her throat slit.
I
I'm
think
really
Tana-
excited for that story.
Tana should get the third one.
Yeah.
She would decline it because she would say, "I hear enough voices in my head already. If you just need my attention, think loudly in my direction." Which isn't false.
She's not wrong, actually.
All right, we can obviously try this at some point. Rot, Granny,
See.
Fizzy.
Especially considering the next feat I'm planning on taking.
Are you taking telepathic next level?
Also,
This will be good.
There's a little thunk as Rot's finger bone hits the mask where a nose would be.
Oh, we're doing this?
Asher,
I don't need. Granny doesn't want
Asher,
it.
roll a die. Fizzy will be
Alright.
1 and 4. Rot will be 2 and 5.
We're doing
Granny
a
will be
6.
3 and 6.
Okay, we're doing a 6. Dragons, 4.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
Fizzy.
Fizzy.
Oh, okay.
It is gold. It is actually shiny.
I don't like metal.
Oh no, it is metal.
I can't.
you can't use the metal armor. This is not armor.
Okay. Okay.
You're still okay to use this. It will not
Okay.
violate your druidic pact.
All right. She'll just
This-
take it. Listen. She'll look at it very confused, and she'll like put it on her ear.
You know,
Very confused.
think of it like jewelry. You probably wear wooden jewelry, don't you?
She wears no jewelry. None. 0. The only none. She doesn't even wear a necklace.
She's got like accessories on her arm and like thighs, but they're like leather and wood.
Yeah, they're part of
and
like the armor
cloth.
essentially. So she wears no
Oh.
jewelry.
Looks at Darius's ear jewelry, looks back at that. Sure. It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And to
So-
be fair, it is all good quality too. Asher does have proficiency and has smithing tools, so.
So
ethically sourced. How about that?
Ethically sourced gold.
Free trade.
So, Kaz, Fizzy, and Darius, please add to your inventory a communication earpiece.
Okay.
You're all gonna get one eventually.
Mhm.
Yes.
hmm
Anything else you guys would like to do? No?
Not right this
There are
second.
people in the carnival that we need to talk to.
Yep, that is fair. So you guys begin riding the cart right on over to where you guys realize the carnival is. It's also going to be your best stopping point for right now because you're not going to show up to your possibly ex-girlfriend's house in the middle of the night.
Who?
Okay.
This is Asher we're talking about.
All right, fair.
Oh.
Never mind. Fair point. Fair point. They're full of bad ideas.
Full bastard energy, remember? Full
Yeah.
bastard energy.
I'm trying to help you, relationship.
Asher, you will hear Rizzy say, "There is someone standing in front of the cart and lifting the front of it."
Oh, what the fuck?
As you guys feel the cart go,
Asher's gonna go up top and open up the top of the glass dome.
you look down and you see this very big, like almost like boxy, almost like box-shaped man with like thick, like watermelon-sized shoulder muscles and huge arm muscles, gray skin. He's wearing pants with suspenders, no shirt beneath, and a single red nose. And you see he's lifted up the very front of the cart, and he just looks at you and says nothing.
Monsieur, is there something that I can assist you with?
He does not say anything.
For fuck's sake. Castella,
Mm,
is this one of your family members that has an objection with modes of transportation?
could I peek out the? What is it? Is it a window?
It's
globe?
like a
There's
it's
a
like a
glass
window.
dome that's at the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
I kind of like peek out a little.
Yeah,
bit.
Kaz, you kind of peek down. You realize that you're looking at Armand. He is the carnival's clown/strongman.
I just wave at him like, "Hi, Armand."
We are just coming into camp to speak to a few of you. Of Castella and Tana is with us as well.
He sets the cart back down and steps out of the way.
Thank you, monsieur. All right, that was a bit of a interesting welcome, but I do not blame him.
How
Sorry.
sure is he that he picked up the cart?
Front side.
Well,
Still a giant section of mission. I don't know why I'm asking. The trick I saw you do with your face walking.
we could probably tip the whole thing over.
I'm sure if he wanted to, he probably could.
You guys bring the cart forward into the actual camp itself. You see that the tent is not currently set up. Instead, it's more so an array of caravans. All of them with brightly colored tents on their... brightly covered coverings for the carts themselves. A few tents that have been set up, and a brightly burning bonfire. You see that there's a small little... Not a stand, per se, but almost like a little... pop-up bar area where there looks like there's some kind of a cooking apparatus that's back there, and you can see that there is a very tall, dark-skinned woman with bright red and orange hair who is currently kind of working behind there doing some cooking. Kaz, you know exactly who this is.
it's my
It
mom.
is your mama. That is Yarrow.
By the way, before Kaz leaves, Tana would make sure to get the cloak/cape that she had made right at the start of this stuff to hide the glowing markings on Kaz's back. Because nobody in the carnival knows about it yet.
And I don't know if I'll ever tell them, to be honest. I don't want to get in trouble.
Sorry. You quickly toss the cloak over to Kaz, and she puts it on. Oh, is Phantom waking up?
A baby.
Aww. So, you see that a few of the carnies have kind of like peered upwards at the cart themselves a little bit. They don't seem to be making any movements towards it, but you do see that Armand the clown is currently standing near the back door where you guys will walk out of the cart. So, Kaz, you walk out, you immediately see the huge hulking form of Armand.
Yeah, she's used to it. I mean...
He will reach a hand out and he'll just kind of pat your head.
Dear God.
Yeah, his hand is the size of your face.
Yeah.
That guy's still got a lot of giant blood in him. 100%.
Well, I mean, I know he wouldn't hurt me, right?
He wouldn't hurt you. You know this.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he won't hurt someone, but he won't hurt you.
No, I've probably seen him hurt somebody, but I don't know when.
100%. But Kaz, Tana, right now, you guys are going to be taking the lead here. This is your carnival.
Speaking of, Tana will specifically to Asher, but to the group in general say, watch your tongue, don't get too hot-headed.
About what?
Just shrugs.
Okay.
But if he can pick up cut, he can most certainly snap you in half.
I don't think I'm ready to be snapped in half today, personally.
And then she'll smile and head out.
Jesus, what kind of warning is that?
Specifically to the person who causes a lot of trouble. Because
Weird.
I don't know what it is that you're talking about. I never cause trouble. Never once in my life.
As you all head out of the cart, you can see that there are a few folks who have kind of like stuck their heads out of tents or are currently like eating food off of these like hand-carved wooden dishes, and they kind of peer up. And at first they seem confused by both the cart and by the group of people, and then they'll see Kaz and Tana arriving, and they'll go, "Oh, hey!" And they'll all start kind of waving over at you. Kaz, your mother, who is currently manning like the cooking, you can see that she definitely gives you a wave, but she's still a little occupied, so she's not going to rush over to you.
No.
You don't immediately notice your other mother.
Oh.
You will see the old fortune teller here.
Do I know the name of the old fortune teller?
So that's the interesting thing about the old fortune teller. He has never given their name to anybody. They just go by Fool.
By what was it?
Fool, as in the Fool. That's
the
it.
Fool.
You see, you see that he is here, and he kind of raises a hand. Doesn't say anything to you. But your mom's there. She's cooking some food. Anything in particular you would like to do?
I don't know. Sit down. I kind of just miss the carny food, to be honest.
That's fair. You will just kind of sit down with the rest of them, and pretty quickly you'll hear a few folks kind of wander over and go, "So what happened? Like, is everything okay? Did you break out of jail?
Well, I didn't get arrested, but I can't say for Uncle Don though.
Yeah. We're really sorry about that. He'll be back. It'll be okay.
Did anything happen while I was gone? At least, I'm not entirely sure what happened.
Well, the fortune teller will speak up. We got kicked out.
I figured, considering Dawn stole something from Miss Miss Perfect over there with the big estate, but okay. But yeah, I thought you guys were keeping an eye on Dawn. Did you guys just I don't know, did he just slip away or something?
Apparently the theft happened during nighttime. No one was awake for it, except for Armand. He was doing his watch.
She kind of looks like to Armand. Like, I mean, did you see Dawn go into the estate?
No.
No, wait. So you didn't see anybody?
He shakes his head, no.
That's super weird. Because Dawn keeps saying that it was his fault.
You see a few of the carnies kind of look at each other real quick. And you just kind of hear the fortune teller chuckle.
What's so funny?
No, nothing, dear. Just doing what I thought he would do.
There's nothing funny about this. He's arrested.
Everything will turn out fine. I'm sure of it.
How would you know that?
I always know.
That's what you always say. Do you really?
He'll kind of just shrug and pick up his plate. He'll walk over to Yarrow and drop off his empty plate.
Ah, God. I don't know what to do.
You see that Armand is now staring at the rest of the party.
There's Reyes, but her eyes are following that fucking fortune teller. I got it. You guys got this?
You chasing after the fortune teller?
Curiosity.
Does he use cards?
He was shuffling a deck.
Yeah, Busy would also be interested. To be fair.
Drow party.
Granny will assure you, we got this.
Aye. Go have fun, but just don't ever play a game of cards with them. Always seems to know what happens.
Oh boy.
Unless another person wants to go.
Okay. So who's gonna go and talk to the fortune teller?
Drop.
The drow are gonna go talk to the fortune teller? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I am interested, but I think Granny would stay behind if two people are going.
I think Tana would actually kind of gently push Rat to go with them.
Elves.
Sliding on the ground like what's little.
Right, do you want to come with us?
I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
This is out of character.
I was gonna say Rod is not as enthused as you two seem to be.
I'd get you information in a way that doesn't require you to bleed.
That's fair. I hold some beliefs that really don't mesh well with carnivals, but I'll see what is said. Rot's not a believer. It's all hokey.
Don't you carry god amulets everywhere you go?
Yeah, in case.
Point out because he also uses tarot cards.
Until you can tell my exact age, there's a bit of room for everything.
You just challenged his ego. Oh no.
Rot doesn't say anything.
Sorry, I'm reading through my cheat sheet. It covers all of the major arcana.
Yeah. I want you to know, it makes you feel better. Darius doesn't necessarily believe it, but she's fascinated by the topic because there's not really that kind of stuff where she's from.
I feel like the reason Ra is like kind of hokey about all this is because I don't know if this is like a thing at all carnivals, but like there used to be a thing at a local carnival in Delaware where a guy would look at you and literally guess how old you were. Or like,
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. There was even at like Six Flags Great America.
And like if he's wrong, you get like a prize or whatever. Ra saw that once and was like, so wrong, incorrect, and was like, you're 43 and 7 months.
Yeah. Yeah, except that they have a range, and for children it's like plus or minus 3 years. For adults it's like plus or minus 8
like 5
or
or
something.
10. Yeah, it's like 5
which
or
is
10.
like, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
It's like very obviously a scam, and Rod's like, this is a scam. I hate this. This is your that's me.
There's a reason why in the history classes I was in, most of the teachers were like, if you can get it in the 10-year range, we'll give you like credit for it. Because 10 years in the grand scheme of things.
It's not very long.
Rot doesn't like carnivals. Rot doesn't like fun. No fun allowed.
No fun.
Darius likes the carnivals, but she doesn't trust carnies because of how many of them are criminals. However, she also does work with criminals, so she's a bit of a hypocrite in that capacity.
Just a little bit.
There's the difference between like the hokey scam parts of carnivals and like the parts that actually take skill and talent.
Yeah.
To Rot, so like the acrobatics portions, the strongman,
well,
the stuff that is like performed. Rot's like, that's sick. I can't do that. The hokey stuff.
Rot and Darius both love and hate carnivals, but for different reasons. Anyways.
So, you three head over, well, one of you not necessarily willingly, head over to the fortune teller. And you see that this old fellow just turns and looks at you guys. Nice to see you all. You say, you will see very clearly that you're looking at an elderly orcish man. He looks to be somewhere in his probably 70s or 80s. He's lost a lot of his muscle mass. His tusks are overgrown, quite sharp and pointed. They're starting to almost kind of poke backwards towards his cheeks. The man looks old and weathered, but there's a kind of a glimmer of joy in his eyes. He doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Sitting?
Say again?
Is he sitting?
He's standing currently.
Oh, okay.
So.
Good deck.
Mm-hmm.
How's it work?
I simply shuffle the cards, and then I figure out what they mean. They tend to be right.
Similar to what you do, right, Fizzy?
Fizzy pulls out her own deck. My sister taught me.
Yes, indeed. Stranger from a strange land, right? Yes. You're always the fun ones to talk to. I always get the most interesting things.
So what do you want? A telling for an individual or a telling for a group? I can do either.
Does it have to be someone present?
Well, it certainly makes it easier. Because otherwise, it's damn near impossible.
Is it more possible if it's someone you've met?
Someone I met, maybe.
That's what I... Did you read Dawn's Fortune recently?
You bet I did.
Would you tell us what it said?
Not a problem, dear. My boy Don got himself a nice draw of the reversed fool first and foremost.
Out of character, Jessica knows that means things. In character, Darius does not know what that means.
I will explain in character. The fool reversed is typically a sign of being a fool, like the card suggests. He took risks, he did something reckless. Hair in my mouth! Yarrow!
That's the only card you drew for him?
Oh, no, I drew other. Sorry. Got distracted.
Jessica's like, this is at minimum a 3-card spread, Connor.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
past. We need present and future.
Yep. Apologies. Let me look through my listings again.
You're good. You should also probably put your hair back in a ponytail if it's causing you so many issues. Or buy hair clips.
Or a hairnet.
How dare you?
Listen, if you want to keep your hair nice and curly, just put it in braids. Braids are good too.
Becca, can you braid my hair?
Do it at the Ren Fair.
After that, I pulled the strength. Typically a sign of courage, strength, compassion, patience, stuff like that. So, past, he was stupid, he did stupid things, he was reckless. Present, he's being strong and is doing the courageous thing. Future, I pulled the Hanged Man. Typically means it's a card about learning to let go, to learn. Stuff like that. So he did something stupid, he's doing the courageous thing now, and he'll learn to let go eventually. He'll probably be fine. I'm sure of it. We'll see. Not one for card readings? Kid?
Read mine.
Me?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
That's fair. So, what do you expect from me to say if I read your cards?
I don't know, something about concealing secrets and something else you could probably read off of me as I'm standing here. No offense.
That's true. And he'll start playing with his cards. I could also draw something. And if I drew something, well, I could either be very good at playing with cards, or I could just shuffle it. Or alternatively, and he'll hand you the card deck, I could have you shuffle it.
Rod will shuffle it, but the whole time Rod's also going, but I also realize that each of these cards has a very open-ended definition and can be applied to nearly anyone, so I don't really see how this could affect a person.
As this is happening, Darius will lean down to Fizzy and go, you're not getting offended by what they're saying, right? Like, I might think you're a bit, outlandish, but, like, I respect the magic you do.
Even
You
Damn
cut
it.
out.
Oh my god. Ugh. It's just the high pitch plus this microphone does not go together.
It's a pitch that only dogs can hear.
Even my mother wasn't really into it, or nor my father. So like, I understand even some of my siblings didn't quite understand. So just me and my sister, really.
Busy's parental trauma.
No.
Days will go, it works well, and she'll pat you on the shoulder. Even if it's weird as fuck, it works.
There's.
You cut out again, homie.
So bad.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this the whole time.
Hug your mic. Just get real close. Real intimate with it. Just hello.
We're best friends now, microphone.
Yeah.
No, she'll just say, "Oh, it works, and that's what matters."
Yeah.
Also, I need to adjust things. Hold on.
Yeah, I can see you getting blinded.
It's playing really in character with Son.
You know what's the great thing? I don't even need to draw the cards.
That's fair enough. But
Miss Drow, go ahead, draw 3.
Which one? There's 2 of us.
Wait a minute, one of these things isn't like the other.
Well, you're the only one responding, so you.
The other one has lost attention.
The other one took her ears off for a
Busy.
second.
Back attention. So I take it you mean me when you say Miss Stroud then?
Yes.
Fine. And Darius will do as instructed.
All right. First card that you draw will be. Where is it? The Reversed Justice. The past was unfair. Draw the next card. Darius, you draw the next card. You get the Chariot reversed. You currently feel like you have no direction, no control.
Izzy, why don't you draw the last one?
And she'll draw the last card.
Eventually, you'll learn how to find the truth and do some serious soul searching. And he says this without looking at the last card, as you see that you pulled out the Hermit upright.
Rod is still extremely skeptical. Just kind of hasn't moved. Rod has been staring directly at the old guy the whole time.
By the way, Drow, you drew 2 cards on the first one. They got stuck together.
She'll pull them apart.
Pull the cards apart and you see that you did draw 2. You drew the Reverse Justice and the Tower.
Darius may not know much about tarot, but as someone with a proficiency in cards, she at least knows what this one means. She won't say anything but put it back in the deck.
I understand that this is how you make your living, and I respect that. But until I see something come of it, I don't believe necessarily that a deck of cards can tell me how my life is going to go. And again, with most of these definitions for these cards, you can look at me and you can guess things. That's all it is. It's a guessing game. You look at how someone stands, you say, oh, you need more confidence. You look at how they look, you think, oh, well, obviously you're sad, because they're sad. I respect it, I do, but it's just not... To me, personally, it's not real.
Don't worry. I know to you it's not real. After all, and he'll pat you on the shoulder and he goes, I already know you found your cause.
Busy? What were you trying? You had your hand raised.
I want my fortune read.
All right, then.
Hold on. I need to roll something. Really quick.
You're her?
Okay, no, does not notice Rod's face. Anyway, does not notice Rod has, like, Not face, but like demeanor has
Countenance.
changed. Demeanor has changed a little bit. Anyway.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Out of character, I really don't like the fact that I pulled the tower for that.
Oh no, it's not good.
You pulled it for their past.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I don't like it? Again, Deus doesn't know much, but anyone who plays cards knows at least that much.
So he will shuffle the deck real quick. He'll quickly draw 3 cards. He'll present them to you. Flip them over in whatever order you want.
She'll flip the middle one over first.
Okay. Middle one. You will see that for your middle card, or I would say this would be the first one that you flip over, so it'll be your first card. You will be looking at the Hermit reversed. You're isolated. Not that tough to figure out. You've lived in the middle of nowhere. Not really near most normal people, but then again, you still had people around you. Next card.
So the one I'm doing as if it's facing me, so the one to the left.
The one to the left. He will. You will flip that one over, and you will see a card that appears to be a skeleton riding on a horse. Death. It's not a bad thing. It just means that there's change coming. You're in a time where things are changing. It's weird. You don't like it.
Last one.
Okay, last one. You will flip over that last one, and you will get the moon. There is fear and anxiety in your future. Sorry.
That's not something anyone wants to hear.
It isn't, but in fairness, I couldn't pull the moon twice, so... You'll be fine. Eventually.
Kind of steps back. She's just gonna like take a step back from
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Not saying anything.
Deus is trying to decide if she wants to like give her like comforting grip on the shoulder like she's known to do with people, but doesn't know if this is a good kind of step back or like a I'm just trying to step away from the situation. You get close to your mic again.
BFF with the mic. Sort of like in the like it's like a. She's not sure how to take this.
She'll just kind of pat her shoulder then instead. Well, I got what I wanted out of this, which is the fact that I was pretty sure he read Don's fortune. You got something, and you got something.
I got a better one. Let's cut to your future. Draw a card.
I'm not asking.
I don't. Fine, but you'll pull it.
You will find a not a card. You will find a paper drawing of what looks to be a man facing forward, wearing horn-rimmed glasses, short-cropped hair. It's very like simplistic as drawings go. His face is not seen except for like lines to show he's older. He has short-cropped hair, horn-rimmed glasses, and he's wearing a long coat. You got someone to find. I think he'll probably help you with finding your kid, too.
Deus's posture immediately goes defensive. The what, a vague fucking face is gonna give me any sort of clue on who I'm looking for?
Oh, it'll be hard to miss. You'll notice him. Don't worry. If you go chasing after the future, you'll miss a lot in the present. You'll find it in time.
Eos has nothing else to say, and she'll just turn and head back to the group, regardless if those two follow.
As Rod's walking out, Rod's gonna turn and look at the guy, and under the mask, Rod's gonna squint and go, "You can't really see it, but I'm squinting suspiciously at you." Doesn't really.
I'll see you later, kid. Don't worry.
Why'd you have to say that? Rod will also leave. And if Fizzy doesn't follow immediately, Rod will wait for Fizzy, unless Fizzy's coming along.
Izzy will like stare for like a minute, sort of blankly stare, take a deep breath, and just walk away.
Okay. Fortune teller will head off somewhere.
But I fucking trust that guy.
Asher, Kaz, Granny, and Tana. What do you guys want to do?
Tana probably would have gone to help Yara with the cooking.
Got a bad idea.
Oh no. Okay.
No,
Oh, God.
it's- I was
What are
like,
you gonna do?
I was like, oh, I don't know what I could do in this situation. Wait, yes, I could. I could go flirt with Yara.
Don't you dare. Cock's gun. I don't even have a
I'm
gun.
gonna hit on your mom.
I have two
can't do it.
of
You
them.
have to, Becca.
Becca, 2 campaigns in a row, somebody has to sleep with one of Jolly's
I mean,
characters'
no!
female figures.
Just remember, this character can coup de grace you.
Oh,
She could if she wanted
Granny
to.
wants
so
a
yeah.
dick.
I don't have much time left anyway.
Baked through the heart by Kaz for
What a
sleeping
way
with
to
her
go.
mom.
Look, man, to die by the thigh is to die a warrior's death.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know that meme with the? I think it was like the daughter pulling out a long sword and her brother's like, put the sword down. Don't pull it.
No, I
The-
don't. Actually.
Ta-
I need to go find it.
yeah, Tana is using the helping with cooking as an excuse to get in close and just say, I've talked with the embassy in that city. They let you know and Kaz if Dawn has been moved anywhere.
Well, that's very good to hear, Tana. I'm surprised that you were able to get into the embassy, but then again, I think you've always been a little bit resourceful, so good job.
I don't think he knows what he is claiming to have done. Not fully. You know where he'd keep any notes or stuff if he was trying to hide it, but allow someone else to find it?
If he was gonna hide something anywhere, I would not be the one to know.
Where's Gillette?
She's in her tent right now. I would recommend you bring Kaz with you.
She's not taking it very easy, is it?
Oh, she's so pissed.
Oh.
I think Kaz should speak with her alone. At least for tonight. We'll be here until the morning.
That's totally fine with me. I don't think anyone here in the carnival is gonna say anything else. But in fairness, from what we know, Armand was on watch, and he didn't see him leave. But the lady of the house seemed pretty determined that it was Dawn that she saw. So, I talked to Galette. All right.
All right.
Hey, come here. She kind of brings her hand out to you. She'll pull you in for a hug. She'll put a kiss on your forehead. It's very nice to see you, sweetie.
Yeah. I mean, at least I didn't get arrested.
Yeah, it's good that you didn't get arrested. See?
I mean, she's still trying to grip the cape over her shoulder, just like,
Yep.
yeah, this is fine.
So, are you gonna go and say hello to your other mother?
Yes.
Okay. So you head over to your parents' tent, and inside you will see that Galette is out of her typical work clothes, is instead in something a little bit more relaxed, and you see that she is kind of sitting there on their bedroll, just kind of angrily stewing slightly, and she sees you, she perks up and goes, "Oh, thank God. It's so nice to see you again, sweetie."
Yeah. It's okay, Mom. It's okay.
She brings out her hands, her arms, and pulls you into a big hug.
Yes. I remember my mother's very short, so I have to bend down.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
so
God.
good to see you.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Did you see him? Did you see Dawn? Where the fuck is he?
Mom, language.
What did he do?
Yes, I mean, he's under arrest right now, but he's stolen something.
Apparently, he did. They saw him there. They saw him walking out of the mansion. He told us he was done with this.
I know. I didn't think he would do it, but I don't think he did. I don't know. He's very. It's hard to tell if he's lying or not, Mom. It's so hard.
So are you back to the carnival or what? What's the plan?
I don't know. Never been this lost before.
Well, that's fair. That's fair, I guess. Okay, so, in that case, it's really great to see you again. You brought friends?
Yeah, yes, I brought friends.
Okay, well, that's good. We'll give them a nice welcoming. What are you going to do about Dawn?
I don't know. Prove his innocence. I don't think he did it.
Okay,
but...
so you are planning on doing something for Dawn, then?
Yeah, I wouldn't leave him out of this. What?
No, I expected you to.
Again,
Look,
you didn't have to know. But...
I went ahead and I started digging through his stuff, and
okay.
I couldn't find anything that was close to what he was looking for, or what he apparently stole. But you can dig through his stuff too if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nosy.
Okay.
What do I have to roll over this?
Oh no, it's right there. I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm gonna go say hi to Yarrow.
Okay.
And your mom will walk out of the tent, just looking kind of grumpy and unhappy.
I figured she was this unhappy.
Granny and Asher, you two will see a short woman, kind of plump, kind of come walking out of a tent that Kaz and I think Tana had just gone into.
Tana stayed behind to
Okay,
let Kaz at least initially have of it.
So Tana, you'll also see Galette come out. She looks quite unhappy, just steaming and mad. You'll see that she kind of comes over to Yarrow and just kind of like puts her head on her side and then just kind of presses herself onto her, just kind of like doing the like give me a hug, goddammit thing. You'll see that Yarrow kind of just leans down and starts rubbing her back. But Tana, you know that Galette is probably not going to care if you walk into the tent. So you guys can go and join up with Kaz if you'd like.
Asher's working on stuff in the cart.
Okay, you're in the cart? Okay.
Yep.
Granny?
I made the joke earlier, but I think really she's just kind of like, I guess, hanging around by the cart and like observing the crowd and all the people and trying to like notice anything and maybe expend a usage of suspicious minds just to see if there's any like suspicious folk hanging around.
Okay.
Just kind of people watching.
Everybody and nobody at the same time.
Yeah, quite a few folks in this place do show up as suspicious. A couple of the other like work hands. Oh no, not actively, but your suspicious minds will bring up that a few of them do have some kind of guilt or what have you in their mind. Armand does. He feels some kind of guilt or feels like he performed some kind of criminal misdeed. Yarrow and Galette, they don't. They're fine. The fortune teller, you see that he would show signs of feeling guilty about something. You're not sure what though. As for anybody else, no one else I can really think of that'd be important for this. Good thought though. So, Tana?
Again, she won't just leave, but wants to be very straightforward with Kaz's mothers and say, Kaz may be away for a while, but I swear do whatever I can to keep her safe, I will.
I would appreciate that a lot, dear. Thank you, Tana. You've always been a good friend to us. And Yarrow, who is speaking, will kind of reach down and kind of like pet the top of your head, reassuringly. You can go off and see what Kaz is doing if you want. It's fine.
We'll figure out something.
We will.
At least he's safe right now.
Yeah, that's good.
And she will leave them with a sketch that she made of Don, like just kind of neck up, so it doesn't have the plain
prison clothes,
but just so that they have something recent. Since this was all sudden, then she'll go off to join Kaz.
Gotcha.
Alright, so where do we start searching?
I have no clue. I know he's a messy guy.
It'll be an investigation check to start digging through his shit.
Okay.
Galette has brought some of his stuff into her area, because you guys do tend to share a cart. You have separate tents, though.
We don't know what a room is, or
no, you don't.
Is.
You don't really get. You don't know what fucking privacy is. You don't know what a room is. You don't have the chance.
No, we don't, because we're travels folk. That's why.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need to check my investigation stats again. Oh, it's not even at a good score even. That's a 4.
Tana is assisting you, I'm assuming.
Okay. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe a better roll, please. Oh, that's better. That's a 16.
Much better.
God.
16 plus
You-
2 or 16 total?
No, it's a 0. Just 0. My investigation is 0.
Gotcha. You begin digging through some of Dawn's stuff, and sorry, I put a D at the end of that, so it turned into Dawned instead of Dawn.
Homie, you've been doing it the whole session. Jill and I keep looking at each other every time you do it and mouthing
Sorry.
it back.
Dawn.
Yeah.
I need to pronounce it like it's got an AW in the middle instead of Dawned.
To be fair, it is Dondono.
It is,
But-
but still, if I say
but the
Dawn,
D
they're
is
all
on
gonna
the
think
second.
of a crunchy hippie.
The D is on the second.
There's
syllable,
only
not the
room
first.
for one crunchy hippie here.
There's only
Jesus.
you begin digging through some of Dawn's stuff. And you will find that Dawn didn't really seem to carry much in the way of especially remarkable things. He had a small trunk, and inside of that trunk you'll find various objects, namely clothing, a few kind of odd-looking daggers that he had. You can see they're less like daggers, more like spikes. Like they have a small ring at the very base that one could put on their knuckle, and then it's just a long, thin spike with a tip at the very end. They're mostly like throwing darts essentially. He kept a little a collection of those, and you also see that there is a small wooden box that Dawn had. And looking inside of this box, you can see it looks like it's something where he's keeping his mementos. You see a few letters between him and his family, namely his parents, who are now long deceased. You will see that there is an old, faded. Oh, there's a newer. Because I shouldn't say it's too old, because photography only just became more of a thing. There is a photo of what appears to be him, Galette, Yarrow, and a very young-looking you. You must be about 6 in this picture, as you're just kind of clinging to Galette's leg. And you see that he's got that in there as well as a few other knickknacks, like some interesting-looking stones, which, if you were to guess, they were probably gifts from a very young you. You don't notice anything of note in there, but at the very least, the 16 will reveal to you that you think this box has a false bottom on it.
Oh, there's a false bottom on it. Could I pry it open?
Yeah, you could just pry it open. You will most likely wind up damaging it, but you can pry it open.
I can ask someone to mend it.
It's true, you can. You know what? That's perfectly fair. Break it open.
It's so sorry. He's not here to tell me.
Yeah, you can't tell you not to do it.
If he doesn't want you prying it open, you should hide his false bottoms more securely.
Inside, you will find there are 2 letters. They're both inside of envelopes, both fairly old looking. They've got signs of yellowing, no signs of weathering. It looks like they've been put in here for a while. But you can see that one appears to be a letter that is in an envelope with no seal. It's just an opened envelope. And another is an envelope that has a wax seal on it. And this wax seal appears to be a symbol of a crown with a dagger going through the top of it.
So one does not have a seal, and one does.
Yes, one has a seal that's a crown with a dagger going through the top.
So what does the one without the seal have? Say.
Inside you see that there is a letter, and the letter will read something along these lines: "Hey D, good to hear that you're doing okay. Sad to see you go, but I realized that you had a family, you had to get out of the scene. If you ever need any help, give me a shout. I'll try to do what I can to assist you. I know we've been around for a while, and I know you'd be stuck with me for through quite a bit of shit. I got you into a lot of trouble through all the stuff that we did. But if you ever need a hand with anything, just pass the word around, let me know, and I'll always have your back. Dash at the very bottom, High Lord, is how he signed off the letter.
High Lord.
Yep.
That's so weird.
I believe we've heard that name once before.
High Lord?
But
like literally that's how it's written.
Yeah. But I don't remember what. It was something in passing. And I don't think related to this.
Okay. So what about the one with the seal? With the crown?
Opening up this seal, you will see that it is a letter and a somewhat official-looking document. By decree of the King Dick, this man is to be untouched and is not supposed to be bothered in any way, shape, or form. Anyone who messes around with him and his shit is gonna have to deal with me and any other queen bitch or King Dick to come. Anyone holding this decree cannot be touched. I repeat, don't fuck with them. That's what it says.
What does that mean?
Would you like a history roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to check my history stats again. That is 0. Okay. Let's see. 10. God.
Okay.
So not 10.
You know that it definitely has something to do with Thornhurst.
Ah, shit! It's that fucking
because the leader of Thornhurst they go by the less than polite name of King Dick or Queen Bitch, depending on who they are. So this is basically just a letter from a criminal saying, "Don't fuck with this guy." As for the other one, you're not sure.
As for the other letter?
Yeah, you're not sure about that.
The High Lord?
Yeah.
That one is weird.
Yep.
I guess she relays the information to Tana about what she found so far. But she doesn't know about the symbol, so I guess she'll tell Tana to, like, I don't know, sketch it out for reference.
Easier than that. Can just dust a bit of charcoal on it and take a very wee imprint. It'll be reversed, but enough to sketch out easily. Don't even need to keep the letter on hand.
There's still no evidence of any involvement about what he stole at the estate, though. I still don't know.
Do you think it has to do with some old connection?
Maybe. The current weapons he has in the chest, have they been damaged so far? Or recently been used?
No, not at all. They're old. They haven't been used.
So there's no way he could use his old weapons to break that. He definitely used something else.
We won't know until we look there, so perhaps no use in speculating.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all the information we got here, so I guess we'll head back to the group to tell them.
Okay. You head back to the rest of the crew to tell them about what you have found. Darius and the rest of the crew that went over to the fortune teller. You guys kind of meet up with the rest. Asher, you're still inside the cart unless you wish to not be. It's up to you.
No, Asher's working away.
Okay, you're working away. You guys will see everyone who is not inside the cart. You will see Kaz and Tana walk out. They have 2 letters in their hand.
What did you guys find?
Well, we found some of his old weapons, which doesn't seem like it's been recently used, but we did find 2 letters hidden away in a old little compartment somewhere.
Are the letters important or?
Well, the one without the seal mentions a person by the name of High Lord. I have no clue who that is. The other one, for some reason, mentions about King Dick or Queen Bitch, and a symbol I cannot recognize at all.
I feel like can we do checks?
History checks from anyone who was involved in criminal organizations or knows of them in any way, shape, or form.
Do I count?
I mean, you read a lot.
I read
I'll
books.
I'll count you. You're a history
I
nerd.
do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna roll.
I will say, when the topic of High Lord and then King Dick or Queen Bitch gets brought up, you watch as both Galette and Yarrow, both of their faces just fall, and they just kind of look kind of pissed.
What? I'm just reading what the letter says!
It's not at you.
Who are these people?
They have to do with where we used to live. What are the history checks, dears?
13 for Rot, 19 for Deus.
I rolled 11 total, but you also gave me some information. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say.
Nope. Can't say much else.
Okay.
So it was 19 was the highest there?
Yeah.
Okay. You two would be vaguely aware of this. Thornhurst is a town, kind of. It's effectively a caravan town. They move around wherever they want to go, under the orders of one individual who is the acting monarch for this group. Thornhurst is a criminal town. They literally are just a bunch of criminals that band together, make their own town in caravans, and then will get up and move it to other locations to avoid authorities. Ra, you would know that there's actually some pretty interesting history behind the place, because it's the closest thing you could get towards an anarchist government. They have someone who's in charge. They are called the King Dick or Queen Bitch, depending on what they want to be called. And they have a derogatory name because no one likes them. 9 times out of 10, to be in that position and to keep that position, you have to fight off other people or just kill people to keep that position. It is ruthless, it is brutal, and the only rule that place has is slavery is not allowed here. Period. It's the only rule that town has. You guys will be able to tell a decree like that from someone in that status. It means that Don probably did work for them and was given a freebie. He was given a get out of jail free card. He shows it to the right person, he's gone.
Why'd he leave it?
Again, it seemed like he was stolen. Like he didn't want anything to be found out, either guilt or innocence.
It sounds like whoever is framing him might not be a criminal. Or not in any organizations. A solo artist,
If you will. Well, whoever it is, regardless, he's scared enough to take the fall.
Now, what would make him take the fall?
Solid question. The weird fortune teller guy read his fortune before all of this went down. And depending on what you believe about it, he fucked up a lot in his past. His present, he's got to be brave. And the last card was the Hanged Man. Fizzy, what does the Hanged Man mean?
It means you got to let go of things. He's got to let go of something. He's got to let go of something. I don't know what, but something.
Something from his past.
Let go of the carnival, maybe.
Hard
Or
to tell.
maybe he thinks.
Perhaps even letting go of his pride. Without accepting help.
Oh, that's actually a good thought.
Look at me, I'm a regular card reader.
You seem mighty upset.
No offense to the two people who live and breathe carnivals, but it's not real. That's fully in the camp of like, never happened, wasn't real.
That's fair, to be honest.
They've always been done them.
Huh? You cut off in the
What?
middle of that.
They've always been real when I've done them.
Now, Fizzy, you're different. Magic happens when you do it. That's different. You don't just look at them and go, that guy's gonna die. You do something about it.
Well, I suppose it depends on who's doing the fortune telling and how much you believe in it.
Have you ever wondered why divine magic doesn't see that far in the future? It can only go a certain way with certainty. Any future of a fortune you're given is something that will happen if you don't change what is going on. However, a future can still be changed by what you do. And the further out it is, the more can be changed about it until it's something completely different.
Yeah, I just thought it was because gods weren't as powerful as they thought they were.
I can tell you where you'll likely be tonight. I could not tell you where you'll be a few nights from now. Might be in the cart, might be camping out somewhere, might be in the estate over there, might even be back in that prison in Garan. That's up to you to decide.
Exciting's the word for it. This is pretty much all we've got going for us right now. I gotta go talk to Asher real quick, and she'll step away from this conversation.
Okay. Anybody else have something they want to talk about, or should we go to Asher and Darius?
I just think that as the screen fades to black, Rot is like reassuring Fizzy, like, you don't charge people to read their cards, so you're not making a profit off it, therefore it's not scummy as somebody who's charging people.
It just keeps going.
Asher, you've been working away in your cart for a little bit. Not enough to get any real work done, but you've been starting some things. Darius?
Yeah, she's gonna come in and knock on his lab door because she knows better than to just walk in.
Who is it?
Who's usually here?
I mean, if it's Rizzy, she can just come in.
Then you know it's not Lizzie.
Come on in, Darius.
And she'll step in. You know, you could have come out and talked with us with the carnies.
That was not all that interested.
Not even for the fortune teller.
I don't know if I'm that interested in knowing.
You may not be, but I didn't want my fortune drawn, and yet... And she'll slide the paper over. That was handed to me. Can you make sure it gets out to the family?
Wait.
I don't know who that man is.
You know, I should probably close these windows. There are a lot of loud cuts here.
There's a cat just pressed up against the window.
I told you I do not have any tuna left. To be honest, I'm not quite sure who this man is either.
Yeah, well, the fortune teller told me he might help me find my fucking kid.
Any other clues about where he might be?
He just said, you'll know his face when you see it.
True, you have now seen his face.
I'm handing it to you, but I'll show the others in a bit. I wanted it out to the family first.
Rissy, if you'd like to copy this down, send it through the usual network.
Rizzy does so.
He'll just awkwardly pat Asher on the shoulder. I know you don't want to be back here, even in the slightest.
Not at all, but Costella needs help.
Yeah, something tells me she's not the only one. You're picking a lot more fights than usual, Asher.
Progress has been slow. There are a few
You need
things.
to take it out on everyone else. Seem intent on keeping this group.
This is a good group.
They
They're all
are.
good people. Also people that they are all in need of help in some way. They will all be useful.
People are worth more than their use.
Much more than that. But at this point, I'm not really confident I know anyone else really that well yet. Maybe Rant. Costella a bit. But I'm still getting to know everybody. Besides, to be honest, it's nice to occasionally work on somebody else's problem, rather than just sitting here telling away with my own.
You might have an answer that one of Kaz's problems.
Hmm.
What do you know about this roaming criminal city? They're caravanners like you.
Probably no. Connor, what would Asher know about him?
It'd be a history check.
Gotcha.
But checking since caravans.
Yep.
Yeah. History. 11 on the die plus 4 for 15.
You know a little bit less than what I told them. You know that it is a outlaw city.
Mhm.
There are no rules there. You know that they will get up and go at the drop of the hat. The moment the guy in charge says "get the fuck out," it's "get the fuck out,"
Mhm.
and then they come back together at a different point that they determine. Aside from that, you don't know a whole lot else.
Not a whole lot in particular. I know it's not the same technology. There are rumors that some of it was stolen from the family off of some of our designs, but they aren't as well done, obviously.
So get on the network and see if you can find out where they last were. Whether or not the others want. If we can't find anything here, it sounds like that's our next best bet.
All right, I will put out the word. Maybe we can make a few contacts there.
Well, criminals and politicians always have the best secrets.
I'm getting tired of both, to be completely honest.
Makes you feel scummy, don't it?
A bit on the scummy side. I'm tired of having to keep the secrets. Tired of not having enough power in and of myself or the family to fucking do something about that. Both sides are stealing from the people. They just blame it on each other and end up working with each other at the end of the day. Keep the attention split. Nobody's looking one specific way. It is all bullshit. But what am I to do? I am but weak Asher ants, still coming up in the world. Do not have enough power to avoid lying to somebody I care about. So I guess that is in the best interest of the people, no?
Do me a favor, Jace. Can you roll a persuasion check? I do this to determine if she's gonna tell people shit.
10 total.
She'll sigh and go, "It's not good anywhere." Feeling powerless. Sometimes people would come to you, and they'd come with bruises, broken bones, and broken police reports that never go through. Because why does anyone care about a battered person? And that's when the people they least expect step in. The ones that they think are morally upstanding. They work with the police after all. How could they not be morally upstanding? And then that battered person's batterer, beater, breaker, turn up dead. The little people who have to keep secrets have more power than you think, Asher. No one expects them to be holding the knife.
Least of all me. Because what do I have other than my brains?
Play them as the fools they are, kid. And she'll start heading back outside. Now then. The others are gonna be coming in soon. I hope, if they don't sleep out there. The ones that do... And she'll make like a smile motion. Don't let your own stresses stop you from being more people-oriented, because you haven't been as people-y as you usually are recently.
I will try my best.
And she'll head back outside.
Asher will
Heading back
finish
outside.
tinkering on a clockwork cat that he's been working on for the last little while.
Kitty.
Asher finishing up his last few steps on his little contraption, and you all having some ideas of maybe some stuff that could help. We'll be leaving off there, and we'll pick this up next session. Thank you all so very much for everybody who is here. Thank you very much to my players. I hope you guys all enjoyed this game. To the folks in chat and to the folks in who are lurking, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please pass the word around and tell your friends. It really is very nice to have more folk watching, and the more folks who do, the more we can do with this. We stream pretty regularly, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. If you enjoy all of it, then you can follow us on Twitter, Dicefunctional with an underscore at the end. You can listen to all of our content on any podcasting platforms that you wish. And with all of that said, I'm getting quite hungry. Say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.